minutes.
Yeah.
I made it to almost 7 minutes of the video.
Nice. Let us see something. What's not?
Don't forget, you're a standard moderator for this channel.
I don't know what that means. I don't know if there's any other type of moderator.
I don't know, but I feel like they downgraded me to just.
Did you just get slighted? Bastards.
You're a good for nothing standard
Piece
moderator.
of shit ass moderator. That's funny. Put my first sale Jeep. Well, my eventually first sale Jeep. To be
Good evening.
To be customized sale Jeep.
John Lau said, let us see what's not working today.
Can you hear me well? Can you hear us okay?
Bill?
Did I just get Siri?
Oh, it's 7 o'clock. It's quitting time.
Oh, it's good time. Okay.
Rag, hello friends.
Hello.
Have a safe and happy New Year's.
Thank you.
Mine will be safe. I will not be leaving my house.
I thought I forgot my tools at home. I was like, well, this is going to be a short one.
Jay Fitch, good evening.
What's up?
Nicholas, let's go.
Let's go. Oh, shit.
Cody, hello, puppet.
Hello, Poppy.
Bill said, hear you, but sounds like you were at the back of a tunnel.
I don't know what. I mean, I can try plugging it in again. Is everybody good?
I don't know. Teleguided, good evening.
Is Bill the only one saying this?
I don't know, but it also only shows that there's only 4 people watching, and that is bullshit.
Yeah. How about now?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Is this better? I wiggled it. Anyone?
He said better.
Okay, cool.
Nicholas Steffi said, let's finish the year with Jordan mom jokes. We don't really have to.
We don't have to, but it's always an option.
For sure. Cody said, nice to see you boys back at it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Eric Van Gampler, good evening, sir.
Hi.
Yep, everyone's much better sound. Good.
Okay, good. All I had to do was go up there and touch it like I did last time.
Good evening, Janice.
I wonder if it doesn't like me plugging it in early.
Maybe not. I don't know.
I wonder if it's... Do these already have dual staged? You are... they are. They're already dual staged. No? No. Anyway.
Bill said BTC 2025.
What about it?
I think he's just excited for it.
Oh, me too. Things are going to change up a little bit, but it's going to be for the better, I think. So we're expanding and moving in a forward direction. I don't want to say we're separating because that's not. But I mean, we are, but it's not like we're breaking up. You know, like I still love you.
It's not me, it's you.
That's a blast from the past there.
Matt and I are getting divorced in 2025.
Nope. Not happening.
We did not fire Doug. He is. He was working on his wagon.
Yeah, he's working on his road car.
And it's late enough in the year that we don't really have like this kind of stuff to work on.
Yeah.
I
also blew out of the water all of this stuff over the last week and a half as I was off. I have been RCing so hard in the last week.
This is true. And I have been traveling and doing all the things, and
All the things.
I haven't even gotten to play with my new toys from Christmas.
That's
and-
bullshit.
It's just, sad.
Why? What'd you get for Christmas that you wanted to play with?
Well, I got a TIG.
Ah, that's right.
I got, that's not that one. I really want to play with my ultrasonic cleaner.
Oh, yeah. I thought about getting one of those.
Mine is the 3-liter one.
Oh.
So it's a
That's
decent
bigger than a
size.
Honda engine.
Yeah. I mean, most things are.
That's funny.
I don't know, I got clothes, I got all sorts of stuff, but like
Oh yeah, brother.
I did Christmas last weekend, and then I had to get ready Monday and Tuesday for the next Christmas, and then I had Christmas, and then this past weekend we were visiting her family.
Yeah. My Christmas was way too spread out, and I was not a fan. So let's see. Sunday. No wait, was that Saturday? Saturday. Shit, I don't remember.
Sunday,
Sunday.
Saturday.
Okay, now you sound like Bill. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Be there, be there, be there.
Probably where I got it from.
Yeah,
Thanks,
probably.
Bill.
Fucking ding dong. Anyway, so one point in time, my mother-in-law's birthday is like 3 days before Christmas. We always go downtown and eat at the same damn place. And then what?
You said that at one point in time, like it's not
Oh,
her
no,
birthday changed.
No, sorry. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what I meant. Anyway,
Okay. Carry
so we went at some point in time. We go. I think it was a Saturday or like day before Christmas, some shit. I don't know. Saturday, whatever. So then we do that. Then the very next day, Sunday, was Christmas at my grandma's. And usually, because she lives in North or South Carolina, like when she's up here, we have to go while she's up here the weekend before Christmas. So I'm already downtown. We walk around. We get hot chocolate. We look at the downtown monument thing or whatever and go, ooh. And then we walk back to the car. And like, you know, I don't mind any of my family, extended family, etc. But like, eventually, I'm kind of tapped, you know.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then Sunday we had Christmas at my grandma's, and then so Tuesday, the day before Christmas, we go to my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law's, my wife's sister. So we go over there, and then actual Christmas Day, I had Christmas with my kids and everything, which was, you know, like it was cool. We all just kind of hung out at the house. Then I didn't have Christmas with my mom until Friday, so it was like from Saturday until Friday. Even though there was days in between, it was like I was never done. It was like I was just kind of like chipping away at being done with Christmas.
Yeah.
And by Friday at my mom's, I was just Christmased out. Like I just was done. I need less spread out Christmas time. I just
Yeah.
want to get it over with. You were all over the Midwest, basically.
Yeah, I was in Kentucky and St. Louis and
Yeah.
Indy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All over the place.
Very cool. Very cool. Did you do anything cool for Christmas anywhere else, like other than your Sonic cleaner?
What did I get?
I don't know. That's why I asked you.
I got a 3-channel receiver. I got those little magnetic helping hands, which I'm really excited to use those.
Right.
Because I could pick up the whole table by holding the one.
Yeah.
So I was pretty impressed with that.
The only problem with those is they don't slide very well. So if you're like, oh, this sure would be cool if this would just slide over a little instead of readjusting, they don't have that. They don't do that. That's not an option.
Honestly, I don't even know what all I got. I mean, I literally just went house to house and just collected shit.
My grandma gave me a bunch of cookies. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
My dad gave me a freezer full of meat, which was cool.
I did get more of that jalapeno summer sausage.
No, eh?
I got one of those, and we each got a ribeye, I think. My
Nice.
grandparents know the owners of Daywig Meat Company or Meat Processing or whatever.
Okay.
Anyway, they're like Southern Indiana, I think.
Mhm.
So they go down there all the time and get meats and stuff.
Sure. Well, my dad and my stepmom gave us a bunch of freezer beef things and some pork and everything. And then so this asshole decides that he's going to get the biggest freaking T-bone that he can find and puts my wife's name on it. So now I have this huge ass T-bone in my freezer that says Lydia real big. And she's like, that's my steak, don't touch it. He just thought it was so funny. Whatever. So, got that. I got a TIG foot pedal. So I don't have to do scratch start stuff with the TIG.
I need to buy the argon and everything else for mine.
Oh, God. Me too. Where are you going to go?
Probably air gas.
Yeah.
But I haven't gotten that far yet.
I go to a place called D squared, JL squared, something like that. Something squared. They sell Indian oxygen stuff. And they're kind of over by. Wait, I don't know where they are now. They were over by Doug's work, but then they moved. And they're in. I don't remember where they are. I don't remember. I've been there in a while. So I gotta call them, see how much that is or whatever. I just want like one of the little 3-foot bottles. You know?
I was just gonna get the little, what is it, a 20 pounder or whatever, the
Yeah.
little guy.
Yeah.
Because my plan is, if I can figure out how to use it, because now everyone's told me like all the things to not do with the TIG and kill yourself with or whatever. I don't know.
What do you mean?
I don't know. My dad's like, oh, well, now you can shock yourself with it, because he said certain. I don't know what he was saying. And then somebody else was like, well, you can't. You got to be careful if you're tigging on anything in your vehicle.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this sounds like a whole lot of things that Jordan should not be responsible for. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Anyway, so we got a bunch of comments.
Okay.
Cody said, "Ooh, a TIG. That's super." Yeah, I got the Yes Welder.
Yep.
It was on the old Amazon wish list, and so my parents got me that. Doug said, "Pay for the whole seat, but you only need the edge."
Yeah. That was my childhood.
Jake the Taco Guy, what's up, weirdos?
Heyo.
RC Garage Guy, how many Christmas RC presents did you buy yourself? 2. Was all I got. Matt, on the other hand, made up for me, you all,
Yeah.
probably the rest of Indiana.
I bought a lot of stuff.
I bought a set of V1 machetes that were nice price, so I snagged those.
Nice price.
And then the same day or the day later, or whatever, I found a Dark Earth dig unit. So
Sorry about that. Have you gotten that yet?
yeah. Yep.
I am not a fan of Dark Earth.
I'm not either, but it's gonna go in something, and
I mean, yeah, I get it.
or I got it cheap enough that I'll offload it somewhere that somebody else wants to
There you go.
touch themselves looking at it.
I had a kid.
I mean, whatever.
I don't understand the appeal to Dark Earth, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
I don't.
I just
consider
assume that it has something to do with my color blindness. That
No, it doesn't look like Earth at all. It's just like a greenish bronze color. It's
Yeah.
very odd.
I bought some truck parts for myself.
Heyo, what'd you buy?
My reverse level shackle.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Your non lowering kit or whatever the hell. it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Well, because it's not technically a lowering kit because it's only lowers the rear end.
If you
I don't make the rules.
fair enough.
It's just what it's called.
I get it. I understand. I understand.
Abner.
Hey,
Hey, it's the dynamic duo. Where's the third musketeer at tonight? He is in his garage or somewhere.
doing things.
He's not with us anymore tonight.
Oh, whoa. Take a dark turn real fast.
Cody said, I have a 250 cube and it goes fast. Todd said, buy the big bottle to start.
That's what I was thinking.
20 pound is still 160 filled.
For the
Yeah.
bottle and everything. Or is that
I
just
bet
the
that's
gas?
probably just the freaking gas.
Prices for tubers are going up.
So So my thought on just getting the smaller bottle was I'm not taking the whole thing. I basically want to tack everything together and then come back through and braise it.
Oh, okay.
Was my thought process on it.
Don't let me stop you.
Just because, like, I mean, granted, Harley's video was real quick. Here's the different processes, but
Right.
like, you're doing around this side and then you're doing around that side. And that sounds terrible doing it in these tiny little cages.
Yeah, I can get that. I mean, I can see where you get that. I also think that would be a lot easier, so much less fixturing because TIG doesn't get nearly as hot, and you can actually hold it. You can basically hold it, TIG tack it real quick, TIG tack.
So,
Yeah, you can TIG it, tack it real fast, like. And I think on some of the things I could probably, like, the shock tabs you could do, you know, I don't think you could do the inside, so you probably have to braze that. But, like, something like these bars here, you could do the whole thing down here. But I do agree, doing some shit, like, once you get the X bars up here, well, if you plane it out, it wouldn't be that bad. I don't know. I'm going to take what I can.
we'll see. We'll see where I get with it.
Who was...
Or I just get rid of it and put that money towards truck parts.
That's always a possibility. Not a good possibility, I guess, but it's whatever.
It's a good possibility.
You do, you friend.
Muddy's Garage, what's up, fellas? Good
Hey-o.
evening. Jeremy, good evening.
Hello. Like as in my neighbor, Jeremy?
Yep.
He told me he might not be able to get away from his, I don't know, something. Might not be able to, he did too much this week. So shit, I don't know, something.
Okay.
Basically, it was out in the garage too much. Didn't know if he's going to be able to get away.
Well, we're happy you're here.
Yep, for sure.
Oh, Muddy's Garage is Josh DeBuckin or whatever his
Oh, okay.
last name is.
Hadouken?
Yeah,
I haven't seen him in a while.
it's true. RC Garage, that's the cost of the tank as well. So that's not
Oh,
bad.
okay, that's not terrible. And what was that, a 20?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I would like to learn, I mean, how to TIG. The problem that I'm having, or that I will have eventually, is I want to redo the hot side of my actual car.
Okay.
I welded it all with a MIG. It's not fit up very well. I learned a lot of things fitting that up. I would like to redo that and actually MIG it back together, or I mean TIG it together and have it look a little nicer. But in all honesty, for that to happen, it's probably going to have to run next summer, and then it'll be down for the winter of me, like, you know, doing it or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's not something I would redo. Or I drive it as is for a while, patch it, and just wrap it, which is what it is now, just all wrapped, because I know it looks like dog shit. And then redo it when I put it in another car. Which,
Okay.
I showed you guys that gold one, right? The 76 or whatever Regal?
Sure.
The one with the white top that had white walls and shit on it? No? Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, Liv really liked it.
Okay.
I was like, I'm thinking about drunking the wagon and just putting everything in this two-door. And she's like, why are you dumb? And I was like, I don't know. I'm just stupid. Should actually call me dumb, but you could tell that it was there. It was 100%.
Did she need somebody else to do it for her?
What? Tell me that I was stupid?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
There's plenty of people that tell me I'm stupid.
Fair enough.
I didn't think it would be a bad idea. I mean, we're getting into one-to-one stuff. If you guys don't know, I do have a 76 Buick Century wagon that is LS swapped, turboed. It's got a 9-inch in the rear, 4L80. It's being put together right now because one of my friends is doing it, and it basically just made sense to have him do it instead. The easiest way to put it. However, the patina from 10 years ago is now really starting to turn to rust. use. Yeah, that's basically how we can put it.
Yeah.
So eventually, I'm gonna have to take the drivetrain out of it and put it in something else, like a 2-door coupe, which is kind of what I want to get into because I have priced with even some of my friends to redo the bottom of the doors and redo some of the fender lip and the bottom of the quarters and everything, and I could literally buy a completely different car instead of repairing it. Which kind of sucks because I do like the wagon, but I'm not spending $6,000 to fix it for it to still be like patched together. And
No.
it's been a good car. It's good to me. Only left me stranded once when the gas gauge stopped working correctly.
You know.
Out of 10 years, that's not bad.
That's not bad. Jeremy said refills aren't too bad. Research how much gas you should be pushing. It's going to be pretty low.
Yeah, it's a low PSI for doing stuff like this, right?
I think so. Cody said he thinks he paid $400 for the bottle and own it, and it'll cost $100 to fill it up.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I own my Indiana Oxygen bottle that's on my MiG. I'm almost positive that's like, I didn't have to sign a thing saying I'd eventually bring it back or whatever. Pretty sure. It's my bottle.
Yeah, I think I own mine.
Yeah.
He said you can take just about anything with the right cup. If I were to do it again, I'd invest in a Fupo right away.
So the problem with that being is that we're going to do this small ass tube, and I don't want a monstrous ass cup. Like if you're talking about doing, I can't remember what wall thickness my tube work is for my hot side on the turbo stuff. But like doing like this, I want a tiny cup. I want a little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The thing I'm most excited about for the TIG is taking on freaking body nuts. That makes me happy. I'll just use the damn thing only for that, and it's worth all the hundreds of dollars I have in it.
That's true.
Because just putting things together can kiss my ass. Just all the fixturing to get everything perfect. I need to get with Cody too. I need some 6% overdrive doodads.
Yeah.
Me and Bill do.
Same.
So we may be getting a bulk order together here soon, sir.
Yes.
Anyway,
Jeremy said that she got a new series to watch, so she's fine. That's
Who
why.
did?
Jeremy. That's why he's
Oh.
able to be on.
oh, gotcha.
Ryan Davis, I have a Capra RTR that will be here Saturday.
Nice.
Bought himself some Spec RC wheels. They look like the Battleborn Sierras.
Nice. I bought a Capra the other day. That'll be coming soon. It is an interesting vehicle.
It's real nice.
It's been around our friend group actually, from person to person to person.
Yeah, it's
Been passed around, that's for sure.
Cody said, "Nope, you want a big cup for the small stuff. Trust me,
Okay.
and you're gonna flow a lot of gas. 30 cubes,
Okay. 30 cubes. Is that like Minecraft? Cubes?
maybe.
Ah. You know what I did?
What?
I didn't hole punch any of these traps.
Take them back apart.
God damn it.
Oh, you're on the last one too.
I
That
know.
sucks.
Nice thing is, these only have 4 screws, I guess.
Oh, you should post that in the Vanquish group because VP's just cheaping out now.
Yeah.
Four screws.
It could be the fact that, that's where they fit and everything, but
Nope.
I don't.
It is only the fact that they're cheaping out.
I like the post about the machined axle housings and how every dipshit on the planet wants to say that the VP ones and the China ones are machined at the same plant and they're all the same thing. And then the guy was like, I can visually see the difference between these two. This is crazy. Dude.
RC Garage guy bought a Speedy SCX6 to learn some stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
You need to get with me, sir, because I have 2 pairs of shocks in my garage that have been there since it was hot. So
today?
it was warm today for sure. It was really warm yesterday.
Jeremy said Sutton Garden Company downtown is the cheapest around for gas.
But when are they open? That's That's the problem that I have most of the time.
That I don't know.
Because that's why I use the JL squared, was that they have like extended hours, I guess is what you would call it. And they deal Indiana oxygen Indiana oxygen stuff, and you don't have to be a business, which I could still do now. But when I went up to somewhere, I don't remember where I tried buying it first time.
Airgas wants you to be a business.
Yeah,
but I was able to just.
they ran me out.
Oh, well, I was able to get it.
For sure.
Jeremy said that seems way too high for thin tube on the 30 cubes comment. But Cody said it lets you reach into places and lets you stick the tungsten way out. It lets you stick the tungsten way out.
Stick my tongue.
Yeah.
Tongue. Your mom lets me stick your tongue way out, or my tongue way out. I had to. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Jeremy said what time or what days?
I have no idea. I haven't been there in like 3 years.
Then he said 7. Then he said 7:30 to 5 Monday through Friday.
What?
I don't know.
Okay. I'll put all that.
So it looks like normal business hours.
Yeah.
Ryan said he bought a 4-wheel steer, right? FWS,
Yeah.
I would assume. I'm going to put a hard body Toyota body on it, cut 2 inches out of it, and JB weld it back together. There you go. I assume all of it 2 inches narrower?
Just the doors. Just short.
Well, I was thinking like
No.
versus like pinching it. And,
No. He's gonna cut it in the middle of the door and just shorten the door 2 inches, so it's like door line. So
ooh, there you go. I like it.
Yeah.
Nice little short wheelbase.
Yeah, and then make sure to post it in every single group you're in. Did bodywork, hashtag custom.
Is that narrow enough for unlimited?
How many hubses do you have on there?
Those are 225s on Capras.
I think that's what I have on mine. Pretty sure. And with the high offset wheels.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's where mine is at.
I
It's
need
at
tape
home.
measure.
It's at home, so I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna measure it against my promo.
Okay.
My promo.
My Pro Mod? Well, I mean, I wouldn't even use that as a Pro Mod anymore, honestly. It'll probably just sit on my shelf.
What?
Nothing. If you didn't know already, I'm buying Jordan's CJ. He hasn't like wrapped his brain around it fully, but it's gonna happen.
It's news to me.
It's not news to you. You're a goddamn liar.
Oh, it's right at 10 inches.
There you go.
Now, let me see my buggy.
What's
Oh
What are you doing?
Well, when you took it apart last
I
time.
didn't take anything apart, you fucking liar.
Alright, how wide are we?
I can't even get it. It's behind me now.
Fuck. Another half-inch wider. Damn it.
I don't remember how wide my Pro Mod is. It's pretty wide though.
Can you grab that hood so I don't...
I can't really. No, it's
Okay.
directly behind me.
well, don't
Don't scoop up.
don't crush it.
Oh shit! Sorry, scratched it.
Price just went up.
For a scratch, it should have gone down.
No, that's not how it works around
Oh,
here.
okay. I'll
Uh,
repay it
Joshua, what is it? Hoare?
then. Hooer.
Hoare.
I think. Shit, I don't remember.
Anyway, what's up, fellers?
Hi.
Good evening.
Cannot remember how to pronounce his last name. I think it's Hooer.
I forget.
Yeah, Hooer.
All right.
Fucking. She's just a Hooer. Well, Sopranos. He's probably like, okay, I'm leaving now.
Hair. That's
That's
it.
what it was. Hair. Speaking of hair, I got my hair cut tomorrow. Pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't have to have the little.
You're not gonna grow it back out.
Nah. Nope.
Cody, for 1.9 unlimited, 10 inches, decent.
If Rob actually does 13-inch gates this year, it would be.
I don't have hardware. Son of a bitch.
What?
I was gonna put this together and look at my
Oh, look at your everything.
things. Because what's an optic? 13 and an eighth? 13 and...
Something like that. Sounds good.
Well, that's what I'm going with.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Go in the hole. Did everyone else have a good Christmas?
Yeah.
I know we talked about our Christmas.
Yeah. What'd you guys do? We were talking about what they got.
Yeah.
Some of them chimed in about what they got. Now we're wondering what you did. Did you go see your mom? Did you go see your grandma? See your sister? Brother? Dad? Uncles?
Yeah, I saw all of them.
Cousins?
Oh, God.
I saw my brother. One of them.
Yeah?
Yep. I saw him. We talked about my other brother. I guess my brother that we don't hear from anymore. Not that we don't talk to. We just don't hear from him anymore. I guess his girlfriend had a stroke. From what my other brother was saying. Because he's the only one that he'll talk to. My youngest brother will only talk to my younger brother. Won't talk to the rest of us. But yeah, she had a stroke.
I don't really blame him, but, whatever.
You know, I mean, but yeah, he's 25 and I know she's younger than him, so pretty young to be having a stroke.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty young, but who knows?
John Lau got the gun that he paid for. Nice.
That's always good.
I got a gun for Christmas last year, right?
I don't know.
I think so.
I'm getting one after Christmas.
Did you decided what you were getting?
I think I'm gonna get the 365.
Yes. To the dark side.
See, I have no. What would you call that? Leaning either way, I guess.
Yeah.
I want to call it authority, but that's under the shit. Where you're brand specific. What the hell's that shit called?
Loyalty.
Loyalty. God, that's the word I was looking for. Whew. Anyway, I have no loyalty to anybody. I've got a Mossberg.
So what the hell links? Where the hell do the front optic links mount?
Right there, basically.
Because they don't mount to these holes.
Well, you need to rotate that to about there.
They're just halfway in between.
I think. I don't know. I'm not
Oh.
sure.
Who knows?
Maybe the optic has its own skid. Who knows? I don't know anymore.
It does have those little chassis pieces and little side plates. Maybe. I don't know.
Could be. Should be.
Cody said he bought himself an 18-inch subwoofer for the home theater,
Oh.
and it's tearing the house apart.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, and John didn't have to deal with half of his family. It was a Christmas miracle.
There you go. Nice. I don't really deal with a whole lot of my family, so I know how you feel.
I dealt with all of mine,
I don't deal with.
and I think most of his.
Yeah. In all honesty, though, like I don't have a whole lot of family that I really mess with at all. Anyway, it's all basically they're all either almost to Louisville or right around my corner that I do talk to, or dead. There's that too. You know.
Yeah. Let's see. Nicholas said his daughter got him the windsock guy.
Oh, sick.
I don't know what that is.
Crazy Arm
Oh, yeah.
guy. I believe that's what he's talking about. What's the Family Guy call that? The inflatable crazy arm man or whatever the hell it is.
I don't watch Family Guy.
What?
I said I don't watch Family Guy.
Jesus. I don't know who the fuck you are anymore.
I don't understand the issue here.
I don't know who you are anymore. That's the issue.
Sorry, I don't watch cartoons.
Oh, that's not a cartoon, sir. Did you not ever watch South Park either?
Nope.
Faggot.
Sorry. Eric said Christmas this year was in the trenches for his family. We were sick and just stayed in, so nice. But the boys were aggravated to say the least. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my kids are, up until today, they were going a little stir crazy after Friday. We went to go see Moana 2.
Yeah, how was that?
Not recommended.
No?
3 out of 10 at the best.
Damn it.
Dude, I was... No. Not impressed. Like, the songs aren't very good. It doesn't have that, like... Doesn't have that thing. Whatever Moana original had.
I love Moana.
I was a big fan, too. It's just, I don't know. It's like they didn't try very hard.
I mean, I can see that.
Either they didn't try very hard or they tried too hard. One or the other. There was a whole lot of like Hawaiian culture in it, which I thought was cool, but the way that they kind of like went about it was just, I don't know, weird.
Well, that sucks to hear.
Yeah, especially since my wife paid for all 5 of us to go. So, but hey,
Teleguided said he got a Bamboo X1C.
nice.
But I think I was as excited getting my build in the SBG Best Build to 2024.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool.
That was cool. That was cool.
And maybe it's because I somewhat know you, but I thought yours was definitely the coolest out of the group.
Yeah, some of them are pretty terrible. I'm not gonna lie about that, but
Are you on Scale Builders Guild?
I don't think I've ever posted, but I look around a lot.
I feel like I need to get in there.
It's, it is what it is. I'm gonna take these stupid rings off.
Jeremy said, "What tires do you plan on running in Re-Rock this coming year?" Yokohamas,
Always.
across the board.
You gotta do that.
Yeah, that one, that board, crossed it.
Always. Always and...
Which sucks because I don't really like them.
I do. I'm wondering about this whole accelerated tire wear and all this other jazz.
What?
So, accelerated tire wear is apparently legal. Okay?
Okay.
And there are people... okay, I didn't watch South Park. I don't watch cartoons. Anyway.
Just because I didn't watch them doesn't mean I don't reference a lot of them.
Okay, so anyway. So, I wonder, and I'm assuming it wouldn't help us in any way, shape, or form. But I just wonder what they're doing out where it actually matters to accelerate the tire wear. You know what I'm saying? Know what I mean? Burn?
Wait, why they're doing it or what?
Both, yeah. If it's actually doing something, which I'm assuming since they made rules about it, that it is. I know you can't cut the tires, which, whatever.
And basically, you're allowed to shave sidewalls is what you're going to be able to do. Or just like out west where
They run slicks.
they're running slicks,
That's what I was getting at. I wonder if
because if you don't have as much of a tread, then you're not skipping to that next tread block as bad.
yeah, I've noticed they basically run like you can see the shadow of what the tread used to look like. We got about freaking 13 and a half.
13 and a quarter.
Perfect. What's it gonna look like? What you gonna do there?
Tubing.
Yeah. I have a few ideas. I really, really, really do not want the like uber minimalist, the cage is only this big
No.
kind of thing.
Mine will be roughly the same size as my CJ.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeremy said, thought you were a BFG fan. I am. They just don't work as well as the Yokohamas for us.
Yep, pretty much.
Cody said crawlers can't be beat. They get walked on for us. Even though, I mean, I do. I love the crawlers. At this point, I've got them in every size. But,
Well, you don't have it in 4.19, right?
yeah, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, so I don't have swampers on 4.19. That makes me sad.
Yeah, it'd be cool if they did.
It'd be cool if they listened to like the 900 people that are in every comment section saying, "Hey, instead of bringing out some stupid ass new tire, how about you just make this one in a bit size, whatever?" And they're like, "Nope,
Can't do it.
these are the new Hyraxes in 4.65 instead of 4.75 or fucking Aztecs or fucking
Uh,
Moanas."
John Lau said, look, Matt might have those tires done by the end of the live stream. Cody said they were putting it into a drill and getting it sandpaper for the simulated tire wear. But like, why are you all doing that?
Yeah.
Is the question.
What is it just doing kind of like what we were talking about where 1-to-1 you basically have less tread because your rock is so grippy? See what's crazy is so like off-road buggy racing and everything, like when I was a kid used to be, you know, big pins, and before that there was like spikes, and now like looking for some of those things for some of the other projects we've done or whatever, like it's fuzz. It's like the bald eagle and the freaking just a slick. So like there's
But I think that comes down to,
track stuff.
well, your compounds,
Yeah.
your tires.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know in a lot of like clay and dirt stuff, they get it to where it's just black grooved so big or so well that like they don't need to. They don't need to actually have tread.
So I'm not sure I like this. This is giant.
It's a big girl. I'm not sure. I didn't pay enough attention to the 1.9 Unlimited last year to really know how big everybody else is going.
Todd.
Help.
Todd, are you there? Paging Todd. What's your wheelbase? On your Unlimited.
Yes.
Well, I guess anybody that's got the Jimmy buggy, they should all be the same.
Yeah.
Jeremy did add Todd. 13.
So you're pretty close.
Do you feel like that's enough? Or 13 and a quarter might be better?
Do you feel like it's too much? Oh, these are stripped out for sure. I'm just never gonna tighten up. Are these those junk ass hubs I got from you?
I bet they are, you motherfucker.
Do you have the ones I gave you instead? Right.
Take a look.
Well, there's two holes that didn't. Dude, these are hot trash. Oh, sweet. Hell yeah, brother.
Todd said it's enough.
13
Maybe just a tick over 13.
But it's good. He's happy with it. There you go.
That's what he said.
I'm glad we could finally get that resolved.
Yeah, I'm glad you gave me my hubs back. I ought to keep those just for the interest.
I'm sorry that I couldn't find them because I have 947 pairs of hubs. My bad. Fucking dick.
He said, I think Shorter would do what Rob's buggy did a lot.
Do this. Is
Oh.
that where he...
Maybe that's what
Is
he's
that what he's
talking
talking
about.
about? I haven't heard from Rob in a while.
I think he was on here.
Is he?
Jetwave 78, that's a new name.
Oh, hello.
Hi guys, just found your channel. It's Ace watching you from the UK.
Oh, yep. I was going to say, as soon as you said it's Ace, I was like, he ain't from around here.
Well, welcome.
Yep, welcome.
This one may be a little boring just because
Yeah.
we're not doing much and it's the end of the year. But
I struggled today trying to figure out what to bring. I had about 5 different sets of wheels in my tote, and I was like, no. Somebody said nobody wants to see everybody just mount wheels. So
yeah, that's what we've done.
crazy.
Well, I spent half the morning trying to find a damn cardboard box to put a different box in so I could ship an empty box.
Well, technically, the outside box wasn't empty. If you want to be technical, the box had a box in it.
Well, it also had
A
a
foam.
cardboard insert
Oh,
that holds the foam insert at the top.
okay. There you go.
Well, because I was like, no big deal. I'll put it in. We have a whole bin full of cardboard out there, right?
Same.
No big deal. Well, we put it out at the street too late, and so I guess the lid opened and it rained all weekend, and it sat out there all weekend. So I went to grab a box and they were all soaked.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. Well, Walmart sells like moving supplies. I've bought boxes from them before. So I go there. No, they only have like priority mail sizes.
So, pro tip: Walmart will also save boxes for you if you ask them to. If you don't need them right then and there, if you go to the general manager or whoever the
I
hell,
need it right
customer
then and
service-
there.
Anyway, if you go there and you don't need them immediately, and you say, "Hey, I need some big boxes." The cereal boxes are really good for like moving, because they're like this, like that, and you can just put a bunch of shit in there. But my mom works at Walmart. She used to be able to have them save boxes for me, and when I was doing a lot of eBay stuff.
Well, there you go. Pro tip.
Yep, they'll give
So
you
instead-
they'll give you a cart just full of boxes. Just, but anyway, go ahead.
So instead, I went to Walmart, and they're like, nope, we only have small boxes, like the size of priority mail boxes. So then, I was like, that's fine. So then I go down the street to the FedEx office place. I look at all their shelves. They don't have any boxes. And I was like, do you have any larger boxes? And she's like, yeah.
In my pants.
No. In the back. Well, then they were all sold out of those.
Oh, that sucks.
So I was like, all right. So I called Haley and I was like, hey, any idea on where to get some fucking boxes for this stupid thing? And she's like, well, I got some a while back at Dollar General. So go to Dollar General. And the lady's like, nope, we just have these small boxes again. Or now. I'm like, motherfucker. So then I ended up in U-Haul and bought a, $9
I was gonna
box.
say that probably hurt.
So yeah, so now I paid $53 to ship an empty box across the country.
Yikes! Where did it go?
Cali.
Figures. That checks.
Todd said yes, that about going doing its thing. Ryan said working on the maroon rock buggy that he bought from the buddy of yours, Matt. Maroon?
Eli? No,
I don't know.
I can't remember what.
I'd have to see it. I'd recognize it right away.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I can't remember what buggy you bought.
Putting in spool lockers from Locked Up.
There you go.
Jetwave said, RC stuff is never boring, man. Well, good. Hope you enjoy it. Blind Guy, there's a name we haven't seen in a while on here at least.
Yeah.
So hey guys, happy early New Year's.
Happy early New Year to you. Even up there in the land of maple syrup.
RC Garage Guy said, "Did you hear Three Brothers is coming out with an ESC for the 6?" That I did not hear. And servo.
Oh yeah. Did they officially announce that they're having a servo?
Yeah, do they give a date? Because I've only asked for that servo for
Since Beat the Creek last year.
for about a year and a half.
I was gonna say we've known about the potential of a servo, but
There's also talks of other electronics,
yes,
but I haven't seen or heard anything else on that
I
one.
may have to get with Tom and be like, "Hey, bro,
Hey, oh bitch!
come." Won't be saying that to him, but hey, let's go. Because I've been asking him about that servo for a while. Because if he has that servo before Beat the Creek,
I need one.
That'll be yeah. There's that too.
There
That'll
goes the low buy in 2025.
Yeah, there goes your plan for the year. That'll be on the front of my 6, and then I'll put the 2000 in the rear, and then sell the 1000. Just or maybe I'll use it as a winch or something. I don't know. Put it in
It's an expensive winch.
Fuck it. It's a big
Well,
truck.
I'm currently planning on using the home servo up front and then the stock one in the back for the time being.
I didn't. I didn't have a lot of problems with the stock servo, but I also ran it with all the voltage.
So I didn't until I did. I didn't have problems until I did.
Until it
And
just
then
blows up.
I was 3/4 of a mile
Yeah, there's that.
from the vehicle. Joshua appreciated your "in my pants" comment for the U-Haul lady. Jeremy said, "I just love losing 45 minutes on your 3D printer and having to start over." Well, Matt's printed overnight the other day, and
Got spaghetti over there.
I got spaghetti over there, and I haven't touched it. Surprise! Good evening, Logan.
Hi, Logan.
You're a little late, but that's acceptable.
Yeah, it's okay.
The doctor is in.
Hello.
Hey, you two dudes, how's it hanging?
Hi, fella. I know what I wanted to ask him, and I can do it now.
Ooh.
Learning experience for everyone. Okay. You know how when you put 2 batteries together, you can run them in series or in parallel, and you can either double the voltage or the milliamps, right?
Yes.
At any point in time, if you run them somehow, can you double the C rating of the batteries? Is that a possibility somehow?
Move the grease tube.
Sorry. Is that better? Who said that, Logan?
Jeremy.
Yeah, that does look better.
I got to put a truck there.
I can't have 2 trucks up there. God. Killing me with my Jeep collection over here.
This is not your Jeep.
Not yet.
Not for a long time.
My ass.
Ryan said he'll send you a pic after the stream
Okay.
of that buggy.
I can not see it in my head, and I know I cannot remember who he bought that from.
Yeah, same. Blind Guy said he's a big fan of his new printer. It's a Flash Forge Adventure 5M. I did see you post something about that. I have not seen or heard of those before, though. RC Garage Guy said, no, just what Tom said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've been talking to Tom about a 6 servo, and he's been kind of hinting, like, oh, we're going to do this one day.
Well, so he's when I talked to him at Rocktober, he was basically saying that we've been testing it for a long time, and we could just call it good enough
Yeah.
and release a okay servo like the other guys, or you all can hang out for a little while and let me do my thing, and I'll drop a badass servo.
I
So
don't want to hang out, though. I'm ready to see things.
I agree, but Just gotta wait.
I understand. You know, I understand where he's coming from and all that says, but I sure would. Sure would like to actually, you know, like some of the other 6 parts we know are coming eventually. Sure would like to just get that on there and be done with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dustin said, I totally nodded my head in agreement with you, like you could actually see it. If in parallel, then the C rating would be combined, just like the milliamp.
Okay. Good.
Whereas Doug said, no, from what I've heard, C rating has to do with the performance of the cells used in the pack.
So what I'm thinking is, for my 6, I would like to change a lot of things up. I want to get rid of the whole frame rail and make it all tube. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that before Beat the Creek though. But what I'm thinking is,
I kind of want to rebuild mine altogether. Sell that chassis.
I thought about that too. And I conveniently have 2 K10 bodies, so there's that.
Mine would just be paint.
Yeah, but that's not really
I know.
my jam.
Make me a big CJ.
Of course you would. So I don't know. I'm thinking about that. Thinking about a lot of things. I'm not sure what I want to do exactly yet. That's for sure. What did I just do with that drive shaft pin? Do anything with it? Son of a bitch.
RC Garage Guy said the NSDRC 2500 is
Nope.
insane.
We don't run those.
Yeah, that's not on, not on the list of approved vendors.
Not on the list of approved vendors for sure. And before you ask, I will not tell you why. It is that is just how the cookie crumbled. Apparently. Nobody will tell. Well, here's the thing. Nobody will tell me why. I guess is what I should say. Correct. Yeah, that would be the more. It's like when your mom just says, "Don't do that," and you're like, "Why?" And she's like, "Because I told you to."
Yeah,
Okay, cool. I guess.
because I said so.
Yeah. I have one people telling me it's fine. I have another people telling me that it's not fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I have enough options for other things. I could carry his stuff, I guess, but maybe I don't know if I could actually. See, I can carry it through deluxe, but I'm not real sure how that would go over.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't either.
Dustin said, Doug, in theory, 2 packs put in parallel would be like 1 large pack. But that's what I believe. I could be wrong. And then John Lau said, Matt, does that cage go in a Gremlin?
What? This one?
While that does it does kind of give off the Gremlin vibe. That is Matt's F-Toy.
Yeah.
And Chris M said, are you guys actually working on stuff tonight? I put these 2 wheels and tires together, so there's that.
I mounted some tires twice. I took them apart. Well, I took them apart, put them together, realized I didn't put holes in them, took them back apart, and then put them back together.
Yeah.
And now I'm putting a regular VFD into my F-Toy. So, who was asking about this Gremlin?
John Lau.
Yeah. Did you explain, or did you?
I said it was your F-Toy.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, this is an F-Toy. Not as cool as Jordan's was, but this one's actually matte-proof, so I think it's technically cooler.
There's that.
It did not go over as well as yours, but I really don't care about that.
You do.
I do? I'm happy that I still have mine, honestly.
Yeah, well.
I did throw a price out there and nobody wanted to take it, so I brought it home, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. RC Garage Guy said, do they suck?
Nope. Nope. Like I said, I'm not getting it. There's nothing wrong. Oh, God. You know what's really irritating?
Can I?
You can say whatever you want to. You know what I believe is really irritating? And this is something that I've said a few times and I'll say it again. And Kirby taught me this. And he told me a long time ago, and I didn't necessarily know what he was talking about. the deeper you get into RC stuff, the more you see behind the curtain. The like fucking dumber. Do you know, like, is that a good like just
I don't know. I don't get to see what's behind the curtain.
yeah.
I just kind of you kind of see what's back there, and
Yeah.
you're like, guys, I think I can see.
I've seen behind the curtain on a few things. I know how some things work. For sure. And that in no way is saying that I don't appreciate the things that I've been allowed to do, you know, for distributor wise. But there is definitely some, if you carry A, let's not carry B. Maybe that's the thing, you know. If you support this guy, then you really can't support this guy or this product or whatever. So you just have to be. I don't know how the big hobby shops do it other than just money. I think you get eventually so big that like A-Main can just go, I don't give a shit about your politics, just sell me some freaking servos or sell me some motors or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Logan said he's got the template for the mounting rails that he made for his 6 if interested. For the S66.
oh, the skid.
Yeah.
I'll probably have. Andre said he could whip up something. Do you have a pair of pliers?
I do, right here.
Okay, thanks. God damn it, they're huge.
Sorry.
It's so big.
Jesse said he learned his lesson on Muse brass. Went to swap his ring and pinion on the optic, and all the screws and bearings were seized in the brass knuckles. No thread lock was used. Got everything out, but the screws on one knuckle, and they snapped.
Did you get it wet?
What? Oh.
You said the bearings were all seized. That usually doesn't happen, especially if there's grease on the bearings. Like, because you'll have, what do you call it? Dissimilar metal corrosion, I think is what it's called. You can get that. Did I put this on backwards? I can't tell what. Yep, sure did. Didn't have a number on it. Stupid.
Never drove it outside. He was waiting on gears.
That's weird.
That is weird.
But I know as long
Did
as
you
it
have
has.
to
Go
beat
ahead.
the hell out of them to put the bearings in?
Yeah, well, there's that. I don't know what to tell you there, bud. Dear bud. Interesting that I'm talking to a Canadian and
So I-
he's dear bud.
I'm actually kind of surprised to hear that because I've not really heard anything bad out of Muse stuff.
No. Dear bud. Damn it, get out of there.
Adner said I could never understand how people could make toy trucks political. Which Jeremy said people can make anything political, and I mean
Yeah.
that's fair.
It's
But
it's not literally politics. It's a lot more than that. And like I said, it's nothing to do with anything. But there is a reason people start this company is better than this company and they make the same shit. Not only can you be fanboyed as far as you know where that goes, it's a lot. That's really all I really want to say. I don't want to say anything too stupid.
But I mean,
People
at the same
upset.
point, like you can extend that into full sizes. Like if you're selling Chevys,
Yeah.
they probably don't want you parking your Ford out front.
Right, fair enough.
I mean,
Fair enough. I mean, at the end of the day, you're talking about business. So
Yeah.
people do. Mother son of a bitch. There it is. People doing business with other people. People not doing good business. One of the examples of things I've heard. People telling people things and then not delivering on them or doing something else, and I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's hard for me to say anything without saying too much.
Are there any flat skids available for the SCX6 out there?
I don't think I've seen any,
I have not seen anything.
unfortunately.
Chris said he bought some used light bars and pods for the optics.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen.
I like their axles. I know we've discussed it. I like those freaking Capra back swappy doos.
Yeah, I mean,
I like those things.
I guess I don't need them.
Right.
I would prefer offset front, rear centered steering.
I agree with that.
But then you run into where do you put the servo?
Yeah.
Which is why this one is offset rear.
Yeah.
Like I said, I never used brass. I thought I would try. Brass and me are not meant to be. And you can make donuts political.
True. I do like some Long's donuts though. Anybody that says that otherwise doesn't like Big Red.
I too do not like Big Red. But I do like Long's donuts.
If you don't like Big Red, then fuck you. Yeah. God. See, this is the thing that I don't like. This is, and yeah.
Brian said he put H10 axles on his Recluse, and they look wicked. See, I feel like the Recluse is a little narrow or a little short.
Yeah. They're wide though.
Yeah,
They're like
I mean they're designed for.
yeah, they're designed for wraiths. So optics, the H10 should look good on them.
Big Red is nasty. I agree.
Big Red's good if you got stank breath and need to get rid of it real quick.
Okay.
That's how I do it. You just that cinnamon, cinnamon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't, but I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
Todd said Titus Donuts.
I didn't use that.
I've not heard of that one. He said they're the best. Jeremy said that he needs a 5-channel receiver. Where should he go? Amazon. Or
For what? The Spectrum?
yeah, I mean for Spectrum, you can go to hell. NDRC probably carries them, or Singer Hobbies down in Martinsville.
Yeah.
So you can shop local and support local business.
And that maybe see Ding Dong. They're buying his 2S Traxxas batteries.
I don't even want to get into that. It is too close to the new year and us being better people.
We're not there yet.
I don't care. Let's talk about all the bitching about TOF this year.
Sure.
Let's do it. What do you want to hear about? I've got lots of thoughts and feelings on it.
I know how it works. Once again, knowing how things work and then seeing them put out and then seeing people just say the dumbest shit about things. They're not just getting rid of stock. Like they're still making money somehow. However they're doing that. They're still making money. But then they're just selling a shitload of stuff and you're getting a good deal on it retail price. Like that's just how it works.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh,
But-
we sure couldn't sell any of these blue 101, so let's just sell them. That's fucking dumb. That's like the dumbest argument. They sell enough shit that they don't need to do Trucks of Fortune at all.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't understand.
I did appreciate the post earlier today that was the guy got a Fordyce wheels.
I saw that.
he got upgraded gears. He got tools. Like he got a killer kit, but because it didn't come with anything limited,
yeah, he was bitching.
this is stupid. Never doing this again. Blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Oh god. Like I said, that he had a guy comment on one of his videos about the machined bullies really wants a set. I said maybe contact Bullman. Mine are not leaving. Sorry, eh?
And he said, "Screw that guy."
He figured there was no point in asking. I mean,
That's not true.
yeah, he either needs to get with Matt or Doug. I mean, ultimately, Doug's the one that does them.
Yeah, I can do him work now, but I'm not going to. Doug was the one that did it. He would be the guy to ask.
Yeah.
You know what I did one time, and I don't remember why I did it? This bar here. I'm not 100% sure what that was going to be.
So when you pulled that skid out originally, I was looking at that and was like, okay.
I don't remember why I did that.
I assume you were going to do
A hoop?
A hoop?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was. That's kind of what I was.
Yeah.
Kind of what I think I was going to do, but I just never did. Where you at? There it is.
Todd and Jeremy are talking about donuts. Like I said, I did say you have lots of cool wheels.
I appreciate that.
Dustin said Singer Hobbies has a ton of stuff on the shelves.
Who said this? Dustin?
Yeah.
I didn't know he'd ever been there since he lives in fucking Michigan.
Yes, that's the Martinsville place. They just moved, but they were just like a tiny little hole in the wall. But that place was fucking packed full of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's all,
Texas?
well, like the one wall of Traxxas stuff starts at like part number 1 and goes, like it's all in order, and it was pretty cool
That's
to go down
nice.
there.
Son of a bitch.
Todd said, I thought the bitching was way over the top this round. I think the more they do it, and especially the more limited edition stuff that they put into them, I think you're only going to see more of that.
I would agree with that. 100%.
Just because because there's a chance to get limited edition stuff, then everyone feels like
They
they
deserve it.
deserve it.
Yeah. I'd agree with that completely. I would agree with that. I forgot to put the gear cover on.
What an idiot.
I'm just getting way ahead of myself. All on everything tonight. Are you gonna have your F toy done where we can go drive these at like BTC or something,
Yeah,
or at least say we're going to, and then not do it, but at least have them there?
yeah. I need to finish your Jeep.
That's a true story.
I tried to do that today, but I
Didn't work, huh?
went box shopping.
Nothing like a good box shopping day.
Well, then, by the time I got all of that taken care of, then Haley wanted to go to Costco. And so I was playing Xbox for a little bit. And she's like, "You're not working on RC car stuff?" And I was like, "No, because I spent 4 hours trying to
Yeah.
ship an empty box."
Box of the box. There we go. That's better.
Jeremy said, "I'm afraid to go into a hobby store because I'll spend more than I want." I mean, that's a good possibility.
Give me that back, actually. Thanks.
Dustin went there when he was on fall break at Lake Monroe.
Gotcha.
Remember, Matt? He asked about a hobby shops down there, and your bestie friend went off the freaking deep end.
Not my bestie friend.
I was just excited to see that he was flipping out in a different group than the Indiana one.
I think if he slowed down and like proofread and things, he would
Rubbed
make,
both of his brain cells
he
together.
could make a decent point every once in a while. Like I kind of think I got what he was saying, but the way he says it is just it's something. My only real problem with him is he's fucking bipolar. one minute he's telling me that he's happy to see me and that I do good things for the community, and it was nice to see me doing things, and he's building a garage that has like a loft that he's naming after my channel or some shit.
Yeah, it was
And then a week
making
and
a
a half,
shrine for you.
yeah, which just got
Put you down in the hole.
yeah, it got me a little concerned. But then a week later, he's talking about how I'm a huge piece of shit and I'm a fucking elitist or something, and people that use Amazon should be burned at the stake or something. Like, it was so crazy.
Well, every time I've interacted with him, it was all I always have a question for whatever he's doing.
He doesn't like you questioning him.
He does not,
He does not.
because every time I've had a question, he like loses his mind.
Yeah.
But then when he was flipping out on the RC 4-wheel drive page, I just called him a fucking idiot right off the rip, and he was like, "Yeah, see, you get it." I'm like, "No, I don't. I really don't."
Yeah. I don't know if he has some sort of drinking problem or what, but there are just sometimes he does not make
That
sense.
does kind of run in the hobby, I think.
Yeah, there's that too.
Jeremy said he may make a trip down there on Thursday to Singer. Logan said I never have the money for a TOF, but did they do different price point version this time?
No.
They did not. I think they struggled to sell the higher price point one,
Yeah.
and so they quit that. Plus, when your most expensive kit is now 4 something versus 7 something, it's harder to get to that higher price point without like really loading the box down.
Yeah. I think, I mean, fuck me. God damn it.
God damn it.
I haven't done that in a few months. Get off my ass. Anyway, I think it mostly went in my tub.
Oh, alright. Jeremy doesn't like stuff in the middle.
Fuck him. I don't care what he does.
Also, Doug had a funny. Did you guys see the 57,000 square foot Temu warehouse in China caught fire?
No, but that's awesome.
Total loss was estimated at $57.19.
That's a good time. Is that in Jora? Was it in Jora next door?
Nicholas said, not limited edition if everyone gets them. Which, not everyone gets them.
Yeah, not a.
And then everyone bitches because they didn't get them.
Yeah.
VP has the most bitchy people. There are not even true VP. They're not even true VP people either. These are the same people who got the optic kit and got mad they didn't get the right color or carbon panels. Mouth breathers.
Who said that? Cody, I'm guessing?
No, blind guy.
Oh, okay, blind guy. So one of the things that I have seen for sure is I think something they're not necessarily struggling with, but is new to them, is when they went from premium kits and came down into RTR territory. I don't know if they
brought the RTR people.
brought the RTR people, which we were all RTR people to begin with at some point in time.
True.
Not I used
If
to
it wasn't, we've talked about this for
right.
since all of this.
Right. If it wasn't for all of what we're doing right now and all of the connections that I've made and the like the things that we've done, we wouldn't have a bunch of VP stuff either. But
No, I mean, well, if it wasn't for for them dropping the Phoenix kit, because
Yeah.
that's where we all started,
right. I agree with
and
that.
then went real far down the rabbit hole.
We sure did. We sure did. No, you are correct. And I definitely agree with that. But if it wasn't for that, then we wouldn't have half the stuff that I have. But if you have an open mind and you use your brain, sometimes you can actually see things from a different point of view, such as like wheels. We can go over the wheels for the 914th time. Buying a direct knockoff is literally someone stealing a product that someone else has made. I understand that not everybody has the money to buy 3 sets of legit VP wheels, whatever the hell. Now, especially, there's still a way that you can get cheaper wheels without buying the knockoffs. You can buy wheels that don't look like something that VP or anybody, whoever you want to say, makes. Like, you can still go get trails that don't look like anything. Right?
Yeah.
Right. So you can get cheaper wheels without buying knockoff bullshit. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I have a hard time. Like we were saying, I just have a hard time saying some things sometimes because if you see and you meet these people that are putting this work and this money and time and resources and all this stuff, and then watch China buy one, 3D scan it, and just start pumping out copies, and hear these people go, well, like, fuck, we sold 300 of them, barely broke, but it's whatever, but like, fuck Axial anyway. But anyway, those aren't direct copies of them anyway, right? But like, I don't know. It's just you kind of feel a little more for
Yeah.
the original companies. Plus, if you get into that whole world economics of funding China and all that stuff, like I won't get into all that, but
We don't have time for that.
yeah, we don't have time for that. Nobody got time for that. I don't know. It's whatever. And I'm not going to change everybody's mind, and I know that.
Yeah.
But it is irritating when all those idiots do say that, like, all that shit's made in the same factory in China. They just, they put curry across there and then VP sells it for 4 times as much. That is literally the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Jim literally posts videos of his machines making things on Instagram.
I heard that was AI.
Sure, 100%.
He doesn't actually. He
doesn't.
he just orders them.
Gotcha. Puts them in there and just starts throwing fluid at them.
Yeah.
Cool. Makes sense.
Exactly what it is.
Can I have some more paper towel, please? I did get some on the table. We're going to need another roll.
There is another roll in there.
Okay.
Jeremy said, "Do you think you need to run quality servos on VFD twins for shifters? No, we run.
No.
Most of my trucks have a $14. I forget what it is, 7 kg or something like that.
Yeah, it was 12.
Whatever.
It's a low kg.
It's a low profile. It's on Amazon.
Yeah.
Um,
And there's a good example of a time when you can buy no name bullshit, because in all honesty, a low profile, low kg, like just little shifter servo, you're not taking money out of anybody's pocket like Reef or Three Brothers or Holmes or anything like that. Like, they don't make shit like that. The closest you're gonna come is the micro servos from Reefs. That's the only thing that you're really gonna get into.
Three Brothers has one as well, but
What?
the micro servos.
Yeah, okay. Well, sorry, micro servos as well. But a low profile, like low strength, is not something that someone's really pushing out there. So, like, there's an example of I'll spend $15 on 2 servos, and if one of them catches on, well, hopefully it catches on fire. But I've put a few of them.
I'd like to see it,
I've let the magic smoke out of a couple, but
but no, you don't need.
you do not need a $110 servo to shift it. I think I don't remember what Josh said it took. It's like 76 ounce inches or something to move those.
Well, I know the Reefs Micro 99 or whatever it is
They throw them around.
shifts it just fine. The whatever little Amazon one, low profile one we get, does it no problem. It doesn't take much for the shifters.
Just endpoints. Endpoints are very important.
Yes.
You'll fuck up the transmission and you'll set the servo on fire, or let the smoke out, or burn it up, whatever. And then your garage will smell. And then your dad will be like, I don't know what I did.
Damn it, Dad.
Wasn't he the one that set the servo on fire?
Yeah, down at the falls.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Down at photo.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Nicholas said, agree with the RTR statement, new crowd. I started with a used Phoenix and now a good used car deep in Vanquish product. Sometimes Josh just rubs me wrong. I mean, that's all.
Yeah, I'm not commenting on any of that.
I mean, I started with a Phoenix. We bought them when they first dropped.
No, let's go back before that. Let's go back before the Phoenixes.
We're getting into Matt's TRX 4 days.
I had a couple 4 or 5 TRX 4s.
Yeah. I was 10.2s.
Yeah.
Well, I was 10.1s that I'd slowly started collecting 10.2
I did the
axles
same thing.
and swapped those out.
Yeah. So like, I understand coming into the hobby, and it's like anything else. You're like, oh, I can buy this thing for $300, and this would be an easy entryway. And all of a sudden, you see guys selling rigs for, full blown C2 comp rig for $1,800, $2,200, and you're like, these guys are stupid. And a year later, you're building a $2,000 comp rig, or freaking We Rock buggies and stuff like. And it did not take us long to just everything out the window. Everything is F10s, and
Yeah. But we found,
the quality in it for sure.
yeah. But so we got the Phoenixes when they first dropped, built those, and then as soon as they were dropping upgrades for them, I started buying those.
Yeah.
I still don't have the aluminum axles on my Phoenix, my original Phoenix. But then, I've got a Pro at this point, but I didn't buy it. I didn't buy a Pro.
Oh, I was like,
I did buy everything,
he
but
stole it.
I didn't buy
over there.
What?
What is this? 80?
Yeah.
Yikes! Anything thinner than that? Hell yeah, water.
But I found a good deal on a
Yeah.
Pro trans, so I bought that, or the trans and chassis, and then I found good deals on axles, and so but I realized that the quality was there, and
Right.
started spending the money there instead of.
And that was one of the things that we said a long time ago from the beginning. The difference being before the optic, when the Phoenix first came out, other than little gear, but if you're going to talk about a Pro, an Origin, or an Ultra, the difference being you spend $900 up front. You take that kick in the nuts. You don't have to do anything else. You literally change the tires, swap a body on if you want to or something, and your truck was damn near, I don't want to say bomb proof, but good luck breaking it. So that was kind of the difference that I saw for sure. Oh, hey, that's cool. So the value is there, I guess, is what we're.
Yeah. Well, that's like that post that we were talking about that I commented on probably more than I should have, but whatever. I went back and forth with the guy. I don't really understand his point, but for most of it anyway. Anyway, he was talking about how the Vanquish guys are don't buy. The example was don't buy a stance, buy the carbon kit, and if you want to save some money to get it up and running, you can throw stock electronics from a stance in it. And he's like, why do the VP people be like, well, just buy a kit and buy all these upgrades? I'm like, well, there's reasons behind all of that. It's not just,
Yeah.
I mean, there probably are some people that just want to swing it around and show you how much money they've spent. But a lot of us have started here, upgraded this and that, and instead of you
Wasting a lot of money.
doing that same route, yes, you're going to spend a little bit more money here, but this is why it's better to do it that way. Or
Yeah. I think that's a really hard thing to get through people's heads as well, is Buy Once, Cry Once is literally one of the best names for RC parts ever.
anything.
Yeah, because unless you have half-ass RTR electronics sitting around and you just get a truck that's a roller or whatever, like a carbon, the stance is already very entry level. The carbon's the exact same truck, but the chassis is better, it's got good gears in it, et cetera, et cetera. So like, you're money ahead in the long run by spending the money in the short run, right?
Yeah.
And that's how it would go. And that has nothing to do with anything we sell, or I sell, I guess. Anything like that.
I don't sell anything.
Yeah. Well, you do.
I
sell
do.
buggies.
Yeah, I mean, people copy those all the time.
Right. That's for sure.
Blind Guy said, buddy of his just had his old rear optic 3D engine files taken and used on AliExpress. Crazy what goes on over in China. Yeah, exactly.
They
So
don't give a shit about anything that you would find in America as like, oh, that's in bad taste. They don't care.
Yeah.
Like, they literally don't give a shit about you or any other American business at all.
Todd said, yep, ask me how I know. Haha. Got my first crawler from Matt himself, i.e. Fordyce that he still runs. Jeremy said, I fell into that trap too. Just started in August and building multiple rigs now. Dustin said he's considering selling his trucks. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Matt and I have talked about that.
I went as far as pricing them to people that I think could afford it. But I understand. I understand. I'll just leave it at that. I definitely get it. I know I say I get it a lot, but like,
But he does. He gets it.
I do. Yeah, right. But I mean, like, I do understand where I have the same problem a lot of other people do. Like, anything that you guys have felt of like, what the hell am I doing? I get that one a lot. When you look around and you realize how much money you have in stupid ass little toy trucks, like, what am I doing? I could buy a really nice like weekend cruiser, pick something. If I sold all this shit, or if I never bought it to begin with, I could have bought a freaking small house or like whatever. But like, so getting busy with something else, as maybe that's what you're looking into or whatever, is why you're like, I could sell all this shit. Like, I could sell all this shit and buy a camper, and then me and my whole family would have a whole lot of fun. Or,
I just think all of these could really pay for a nice 3-liter Whipple.
they could.
But then I go do race car things, and I don't even want to start down that
I'm telling you, if
slippery
we
slope.
just start a race car channel on YouTube, we could make enough money to where we could have race cars.
We just need to be like Cletus and get sponsored by Whipple and be Oprah of Whipples.
Yeah, no joke. You get a Whipple and you get a Whipple. This has worked out perfectly, by the way. Put the pin spring in, and they are just a hair bit longer than what is this, a 96?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. Titties.
Jeremy said,
Cool.
"Big D Daddy." I don't know what.
I'm gonna assume it means Big Dick Daddy, but
I mean, I would assume, but I don't know.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Eric said, "Humble beginnings is truth for sure. The best part is you guys don't judge and always willing to help. That's what RC is all about." I'm definitely going to judge, but I mean, I'm still going to help you.
I'm getting tired of helping people. I don't know about it.
Maybe that's why we just need to go build race cars, because
Yeah.
then we don't have to help anybody.
Yeah. I am stuck in a conundrum of I do like to help people, but some people make it very hard for me to be helpful to everyone else.
Yeah.
That 1% hit me up about just dumb shit. Hit me up about, do you want to sell this thing that I saw you just got? And you said, oh, I'm glad to get it because you've been chasing it for 2 years. Obviously fucking not. Stupid. Like, that shit irritates the hell out of me. A lot of times I get messages and I look at my phone and I'm just like, nope, not today. And I just set it back down.
Not today.
Not today. Like, I don't mind. How do I put that exactly now that I've opened this can of worms? I don't mind helping people. I don't mind helping people that need help. I do mind helping lazy people that hit me up and,
Bingo.
hey, what are these wheels worth? I don't know. I bet you could check eBay and Facebook Marketplace just like I can. Like, literally, there's no difference.
Yeah.
You're just being lazy and asking me to have me do the work instead of you. And even if you worded it differently, like, hey, I see these selling for 120, 300, whatever the hell. Do you think that's right? Like, is that a good price for me to buy one, or is that a good price for me? Like, that's different. But just hitting me up and be like, how much should I ask for these? Fuck you. I'm not making any money. Like, what do you mean? I don't know. Maybe that makes me a dickhead. That's possible, and I'm okay with it. But
Yeah.
and I don't want to say I don't like helping people, but you know, some people just make it really hard to help other people. That's for sure. All right, I'm off my soapbox.
Good. All right.
I mean, I feel better about it. You know,
Good.
I hope everybody.
That's what we're here for.
I hope everybody just doesn't think
RC cars and therapy.
I'm a prick. Well, I need therapy. That's for sure.
Well, that's why we're here. You know, it's pent up because we haven't been doing Monday Night Lives
Sure.
recently.
Yeah, Lid. I said something to Lid today, and she goes, "I feel like that's childhood trauma." I was like, "You think?" Oh, it's how I thrive on confrontation.
Oh.
She goes, "That seems like something childhood trauma." I was like, "You fucking thanks, Dr. Obvious."
Crawler J.
Hey,
Hello, RC buddies.
haven't seen that guy in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Honey, did you feed the aquatic children up here?
No.
Is dessert going?
How's the laundry?
I don't know.
How's dessert?
It's up here.
Is it pastries?
She's gonna go over and just start chucking shit down the
I'm
stairs.
okay with it. I'm okay with it. You know the coolest thing about not dating a redhead and you being married to one is that I can still mess with her knowing what's going to happen. It's not my problem.
Fair enough. Jeremy said you should have seen them at SEMA and taking thousands of pictures of products. I believe that.
Chinese people?
Yeah.
Yeah, but or I guess Chinese companies, not Chinese people. That's not what I meant. It's
Yeah.
racist or whatever. Fuck, I don't know.
Dustin said he doesn't ever get a chance to use them. They literally just sit on the shelf. He's got chassis and axles that I start to mess with, and I end up just staring blankly at. You need Adderall.
That could help for sure.
Eric said, "Don't forget, Matt, to put out the RC Destruction Derby video too." What?
What?
Don't forget to put out the RC Destruction Derby 2 great vids. I don't know.
Are you talking about my old RC Derby videos?
Yeah, I think that's what he's
I
talking about.
deleted all those. And
Well,
it helped
Eric wants
much.
them back.
It helped. I don't have them. I literally deleted them. I don't have them on my phone or on a computer or anything. They're gone.
Take new ones.
I would love to. I don't think you know how much I miss doing that.
Teleguided said TRX4 and Endura Brass. Changed my mind. You know what? I don't want to. You do that.
Yeah, you do whatever you want to.
You quit making cool shit and
Yeah.
you...
See if you get on the Scale Builders Guild coolest shit of 2025 with that. I don't knock track like Traxxas makes a good product for a new person because I gave both my kids a Traxxas and I had a TRX4 driving without a brain for sure. Never broke anything. Like I watched Holden run the thing into the side of the tire on my van. So like he clipped the tire this way. The truck just tumbled and stuff. Didn't bend a link. Didn't break
Wow.
anything. Like a TRX4 is probably the first thing I would say people need to get when they do get into the hobby, because you're not going to break it. Well, I mean, you can, but you're going to be trying awful damn hard.
Ryan said he could sell all of his trucks and build a full-size rock crawler, he thinks.
I could too.
Yeah, be pretty close. Logan said, Jordan, how many messages do you get from Matt about selling everything? And it starts out with, hear me out.
That's from Logan. I share them with everybody. I share them with the whole group. Hear me out. I find something cool on Facebook Marketplace. It's 1-1. I can Here's one thing I can say. If I would have already moved and I had the garage space for one of those crew cab square bodies I found over the summer, it would have happened. It would have happened.
Should have happened.
I don't have anywhere to put a freaking lifted truck in a garage that has 7-foot rafters. Sorry, my bad. And then I'm not going to let a $50,000 truck sit outside in the rain.
Lame. Jeremy said, talking about swinging it around to show how much you spent. What?
Mailbox Mondays every week?
Or SEMA? I don't know.
Oh.
Bye, Matt. I guess it's over. Oh my god. Well, we got new people in here.
New people?
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay.
Oh, so he was just washing his hands. I thought I was talking to him while he was peeing, but he wasn't. I've never messed with the Traxxas X-Max. I see them. I've just never been into bashing, so I just haven't done it. Dustin, I don't know if you can get a group discount or not. There's probably free places where you can talk in a group. That would count for something, I would assume. So Dustin and I did something similar to that where my doctor gave me something that was supposed to like jumpstart metabolism or something, and was supposed to give you more energy. I don't remember what it was. But she only gave me for like 30 days or something. And then I switched doctors because that doctor retired or moved or whatever. And Dustin said, I tried to get my doctor to prescribe me cocaine for weight loss. She just laughed.
I don't think that's a good option.
I mean, but my doctor
That's
gave
rough on the heart.
well, my doctor gave me something, and it was kind of like that, but
Yeah.
it was like for energy and all this shit. And then she moved and to take care of parents or something. I don't remember. So I had to switch doctors.
Some sort of bullshit.
Yeah, I actually liked that doctor. Anyway, so then my new doctor, I was like, I don't know. It was like cocaine. Basically, it was like legal cocaine.
It's funny. It's funny. It's funny hearing some other people say, "Oh, I need something to hype me up and get me rolling and everything," and I'm going to the doctor going, "Please make my mind stop." Like, it's just an interesting chemical difference in all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the people I used to work with this old lady. Almost said live with her. I used to work with this old lady.
Used to live with your old lady.
And she had weight problems, but she couldn't gain weight. She would eat double cheeseburgers from McDonald's. I think I've talked about this before. And weighed 94 pounds. And her doctor was like, you really need to get up to 110 to where I'm not worried about you. And she couldn't gain weight. I look at a freaking double cheeseburger and I've gained 4 pounds. Mostly because I eat 3 of them. But her metabolism, even at, dude, I bet when I worked with her, she was probably late 60s. So I guess she wasn't old, but she was older, especially then because I was 15 years ago. But still in late 60s, her metabolism's so freaking high that she's got to pound cheeseburgers and shit.
Anyway, so while you were gone, Micaiah, I think.
Micaiah?
Yeah,
That's a cool name.
said I just picked up a Traxxas X-Max Ultimate.
Oh.
I'm so excited to drive it. I was talking that I've never really been into bashers, and so I've never.
My first truck was a Stampede. That was what Bill got me in probably 1996.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, Bill. So he is the one to blame for everything. But bashers are a weird thing to be into. Because you're literally driving it to try to break it and seeing if it won't break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have one basher, but it's completely stock. I've got a Losi Baja Ray, and I freaking love it. Or a Hammer Ray, I mean. And I love that thing.
Also, Eric said, yes, old Derby videos, since you talked about TRX4 and Axial beginning.
Yep.
It's not just Vanquish.
I haven't deleted all those, as far as like all the old truck videos and everything. But I did delete all the Derby videos. I did some research, seeing why things weren't going the way I thought they should. Why I was getting so few views on certain videos or just videos in general. And basically, I got in a couple groups and asked them, I've done a complete change of what I'm doing and where my channel is going. And they basically all said, well, that's screwing you every single time because YouTube thinks your oldest videos are who you should show things to. So basically, I'm showing RC crawlers to a bunch of dudes that are into full-size derbying, and they're just like, I don't give a flying shit about that. Like I remember when getting 30 views on a video was like, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was,
I'm rich!
that was right about when Eric started watching my channel, I think.
He must be really bored.
Who?
Eric,
Why?
watch your channel all these years.
I mean, he is the OG. He's literally the one that started commenting, and he's the first person I remember commenting or continually, like every time, always saying something, usually positive, almost always positive, I believe. Hey, this was really cool. You're doing a good job. Like, I can see this, or like whatever. Like,
Whatever happened to that one guy that was always commenting not positive?
oh, I blocked the shit out of him. I banned him from the channel, and then I saw him somewhere else, and then told him he was a little crybaby bitch everywhere, apparently. And yeah, that comment section went pretty interestingly.
Did he respond to you?
Nope, sure didn't. Little pussy ass.
Logan said he could get into Demolition Derby instead of Slidey Boy stuff.
I wish. I legitimately missed that a lot. It was such a fun thing to do. Some of it was the people that I was hanging out with, obviously, but just, I don't know, the fun of building something and running it 20 mile an hour into something else and watching your car just go boing and bounce off and the other car just be like fucked up was just like, it was a good time.
Interesting.
Running
That
it into it and watching like somebody
doesn't
else's
sound appealing.
somebody else's wheel just go being accused of cheating all the time because I understand how things work, and a lot of those guys were just RC guys that were building derby cars as opposed to people that have built real cars.
Yeah.
Bill can attest to that. Every time we went up to Lebanon, I got called a cheater basically every single time. So,
Also, Levi is here.
hi Levi.
Muddy's Garage said his
Who?
brain. Muddy's Garage, which
Oh,
was
okay.
Josh.
Yes.
My brain doesn't stop, but no ambition.
Ow. Shit.
To which the doctor said it's called autism.
Oh, yeah. That happens.
Mine is constantly thinking about new things all the time.
That is what gets me in trouble a lot, honestly. That is 90% of
Autism?
That is 90% of Mailbox Mondays. Is I have an idea, order, and then
Kind of like what you told me you ordered today.
yeah, pretty much. So things are changing.
So you're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome that Matt has the autism.
Yeah. I don't know that I've ever been diagnosed there, but I was ADD, the OG attention deficit back in 95, 96, I think is when they got me on Ritalin and shit. That's why I don't remember most of middle school.
Nice.
Yep.
Logan said he's got 2 slashes. Let's do it.
There's nowhere to do it. The problem being is that the guy that I used to know that would promote it was good about running and then like just not giving a shit. And then when we went up north, that guy won a lot of his own shows. Him and his two sons typically were like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, like and then some random person would get third kind of thing. So he was making money on the entry fees and then also taking all of the pot home a lot. So
Good for him.
yeah, there's that.
Dustin said the bull ring did figure 8 derby races a few times.
Yeah. We went down to a clay track in where the hell we at? Seymour? Something like that. I think we were in Seymour. We went down there and me and my buddy Ryan fucked shit up. Did that. That was a blast. Yeah, that was a good time.
Eric said, not bored, just enjoy an honest YouTuber that was into crawling and get into builds. I mean, honestly, the tuber builds and square bodies are the best. Keep it going, homeboy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I was just giving you shit because I know anytime we talk about people that watch and support Matt, you're always one of the people that is always there.
Yep.
So
Yes, sir. From the beginning, it was like Eric and my grandma. She was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but good job, babe. I was like, thanks, grandma.
Levi said the G8 TSLs in Tennessee were a bit slick. Made him wish that he had the J-Cons with him, but the TSLs look good.
TSL's doing good.
They do look good.
Yep.
They're no crawlers, but you know.
Yeah, they're not. Thank God.
Dustin said, my current tism was finding a bottom toolbox to store stuff in his hobby shed. I have to get this thing more organized.
I tried to get organized a few times. Doesn't work very well.
Yeah, I suck at it.
I get it organized, but I organize by deorganizing. So I rip everything off the shelves, bring it all down, try and put it back up, realize I still have shit on the floor that I don't know where it goes, and then I end up putting it some other random place where I haven't really organized anything. I've just moved the junk from one area to the other.
Yeah.
Does that count?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
You want to?
All right, I like it.
Todd said he's got plenty of slashes. He's also got a dirt track we could build north of town.
He's up there. We were at the fairgrounds, I believe. The Lebanon Fairgrounds? Lafayette. Lebanon. It was Lebanon, right? Yeah, we were at the fairgrounds. I'm pretty sure it was the exit north of Abner. Almost positive. But he used to go up there once a month.
Frankfurt?
Yes, Frankfurt. That's what it was. It wasn't Lebanon, it was Frankfurt. We would go up there. Because Jeremy would have one in Martinsville, and 2 weeks later, Ed would have one in Frankfurt, and then Jeremy would have one 2 weeks later in Martinsville. It was every month. We were doing it every other weekend.
See, I don't like that dedication.
It was a lot of fun. Once I set some boundaries for myself and for other people. That is no, like, I don't want to call it disrespect, but like nothing against my dad. But that was where, Bill, I need you to work on your own shit came from.
Damn it, Bill.
Dude, there were a lot of times when he was learning what he was doing and we were driving. I'd be like, God damn it, Bill, what are you doing? I did. One of them was my
Holden Sr.
Yeah, Holden Senior. One of them was my fault. The very first car I built him, I tried to make it look like an old Lincoln, and I didn't make the trunk short enough, so it literally looked the same going forwards and backwards. And since he's colorblind, he had not a goddamn clue.
I was going to tie his color
Yeah,
blindness into
since
it.
he was colorblind, he couldn't tell because it looked a little different, but you couldn't really see. So I actually
Is
had-
that the Asian style? You need to just turn those tail pieces up like exhaust.
oh, like the Bozozoku?
Sure.
Let's see. But anyway, yeah, I had to So I had to take and I built like these wings on the back of it to make the rear pillars longer and to make the trunk visually shorter, so that way he could see. Because he'd be going and he'd hit somebody and his car would spin and he'd just grab full throttle and slam into the wall. Like, what are you doing? I can't tell.
Fair enough.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. That was definitely my fault. That was my bad.
Blind Guy said, sounds like me. I decided to buy the FureTech optic cage from SBG. Paid very little for it, so it's okay. But he's been curious, and if you,
By curious?
I don't know,
Okay.
and don't want to spend the full amount. I don't blame you, especially if it was cheap. And he's,
Wait, what?
the FureTech one optic cage is the one that everyone says is kind of a
cheap one that's like barely welded together and stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, fair enough. If you want to buy that, so there are some things I've bought that are knockoffs of other products, and then some of them I bought before I actually became like the deluxe drive shafts. I bought those right before I became a deluxe dealer. One thing I can say that is,
But the FureTech's not a knockoff.
I know that,
But Ripper 2 hasn't come out yet.
yes, it has. So, you know, I
Bazinga.
yeah, I'll stop there. I wish it would. I wish that and the last thing I know about would drop, because then I will be oblivious to what VP is doing and I can speculate with everybody else.
Yeah, I'll just continue to speculate. He said, I may be Canadian, but I try and always support the rad Americans I call friends. And
I appreciate that.
do appreciate that. Dustin said, oh, and I suddenly realized that BTC is 5 months away. Fuck you for saying that.
16 weeks, I believe, is what
Ah.
or 19 weeks, something, I can't remember. I have a countdown in my phone. And then I wrote out today, honestly, I added a little bit to it. All the things I need to buy before Beat Through Creek, and all the things I need to get done before Beat the Creek, and the things I need to get done before We-Rock starts. Before We-Rock starts, I have to build my Unlimited Buggy, my Pro Mod, get them both sorted, and build Bill's Pro Mod. So once it's warm, I'm gonna spend like a week and a half in the garage straight after work.
Good luck.
You mean good luck? Motherfucker.
Anyway, the rest of that comment was he needs to build 50-ish cables and want to put together 4 charge boxes.
For Beat the Creek,
Yeah,
100%.
while currently trying to design a new setup. There you go.
Yeah. Well, see, Jordan and I are debating, maybe Doug too, I don't know, we discussed it with Doug, what to take, like what to try and sell. I thought about building a couple buggies. This is actually going to Beat the Creek to be for sale. This will be something that I'm selling there. But I thought, do I want to build a bunch of buggies? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Depends on what I could do. I also had a lot of interest in some bodies, so I thought about doing that. And those are easy to do, and I can do them inside. So that's, I could probably take them to work and do some of that. Probably. I don't know. We've discussed all of these things.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done any of them.
I started.
Well, like I said, speaking of having to buy random things, I bought a clicky-clack mechanical keyboard. I love typing now. So I got one for my setup, and
I got a clicky click. Anyway.
do you know what he's talking about?
No.
Like a gamer keyboard where every fucking button is like you could hear it.
Oh, okay.
Like I had it in my office, which is the middle bedroom, and in Haley's office, it was driving her nuts because I would type on it
I need to hear
and
it.
it's click clack 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 clickety clickety clack.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
From watching so much Vice Grip Garage, clicky clack is a electronic fuel pump in my head.
Oh
A little cheap, like clack, 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 you know what I'm talking about?
no, but I'll take your word for it.
You never heard a cheap electronic fuel pump? Or electric fuel pump?
I guess not.
Okay. Cool. So if anyone's interested, this will become a Jeep JL tuber here in the next couple weeks. So that'll be for sale. Not sure how much yet, but it'll be expensive.
It's a little too far out there.
It's half done, if not more.
No, I meant like on the screen.
Oh. I thought you meant like it's not done yet. Here, there you go. Now you can see it. It is ugly. right there.
Levi said, gives a rundown on RC Derby. I understand real life, but how does the RC side?
So, I could just see Jordan going, ugh. Basically, you had, so like, let's start from the beginning. You paid $20 to get in. That is one of the things I miss about doing it as well, was the money to go was freaking worth it. So you'd pay $20 to get in. There'd be 70 of us, okay? They'd split them up into 3 heats. So it's 20, let's call it 22, 22, 20, fuck, whatever, 26. Anyway, 23 all around. You go in, if you were one of the last, 3 or 5 or whatever number you'd come up with for the day, you're one of the last surviving ones, you go straight to the feature, okay? You get out, you can fix your car, all that jazz. If you're not, then you go to the consi, just like a regular derby. And then once you got out of that, then you could, you had time to fix your car, and they would have, so the 3 heats, you'd take, like, let's say 5. So you got top 5, top 5, top 5. Then in the consi, you'd take another 5. So the top 5 out of the consolation would go into the feature. So you'd have a 20 car feature out of 70 cars or whatever, right? So,
Right.
so you would take, what is 70 times 20? Freaking
140.
That's
No.
2 times 1,400. So you take that, depending on who you would run with. Some of those people, like Jeremy down in Martinsville, he took like a couple bucks to pay for the building, whatever the building was. Like, let's say it was $300 for the day. So he'd take that out. So now you have an $1,100 pot just for the feature. First gets $500. Second gets like $350, and third gets whatever the shit's left, and then like he would maybe pay down to fourth or something like that. So if you won that, like let's say you get $500. Now for winning the feature, you get $500. Then you would do what's called a bash for cash. One heat, you pay $20 to get in, and the winning is the exact same. There were a few times where me and a couple of my friends, or whatever, like there were a few times that I won the main feature, so I got my X hundreds amount of dollars, whatever, bought back into the bash for cash, and I also won that. Like, I'd walk home with $700 in my pocket, like, because you won, and you're smashing RC cars together. It wasn't a bad hobby to have.
Rob, you need to update the purses on these fucking comps. Tired of spending money to go to them.
We also don't have 70 people that are, But the rules were there's no aluminum. You could only run a 3,800 kV, I think, and your car had to weigh X amount of pounds as a maximum, because the heavier it is, the less likely it is to roll over. So if you roll the car over, some places will let you have 2 rollovers. So like you roll it over, they'll count you down as you have 1 rollover, they roll you back over, and then you're still in. Both the places that I ran, you roll over, you have a minute, 30 seconds. It's been like 7 years almost since I've done this, but you have X amount of time, let's call it a minute, to roll back over and hit somebody. You have to hit somebody every 60 seconds anyway. So you're sitting over there on your lid for 45 seconds or whatever. All of a sudden, somehow you get tapped, you roll over. Now you got 15 seconds to hit somebody. Then you're back in, your time starts, your 1 minute time to, hit somebody else starts.
Interesting.
You definitely had an advantage if you'd been around real cars, by building the cars and knowing some things in general. You had an advantage about
Ripper 1 Derby.
awesome. You had an advantage about being around RC cars. So admittedly, I had a really big advantage of having both of these things in my life before, and then coming together into one hobby. I can post some pictures in the group or whatever of some of my cards or whatever. But
Do it.
okay, I'll do it later.
Teleguided said, I think I'd like to go to Beat the Creek.
That'd be sick.
I'd support that decision.
Swing down, pick up blind guy, and then I don't know. They're on opposite ends of the country, though, aren't they?
Yes.
Oh, isn't that what that said? Yeah.
We discuss this every time we discuss either one of them.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, if you can make it, we'll be there, and you
Yeah.
should try to come because it is awesome.
Yeah, Logan said you should. It's definitely worth it. Brian said, what I wouldn't give to be a flying around VP to see what they're coming out with in the future.
The hard part for me, before everything happened, and I was talking to Steve on a damn near weekly basis or whatever, was, hey, what are you doing? Oh, we're working on this thing. What? Oh, we're gonna do this, and then like I know things, and then I don't know what's public sometimes. Like Jordan would see a post of like, hey, did you see that thing where they're doing new wheels or whatever? And I'm like, no, is that is that out in the open now? Because now I can say, oh, like I had the Falcon Phoenix in my hands the day it came out. I have a set of pre-production blue 2.2 tanks that I had before they came out. I knew about the Fordyce before it was out. I knew about the Optic before it was out. And it's hard. It's hard to know these things and go, oh, this is gonna be freaking sick. But then you get on here, and I was on here every week. And like, what's new? And you're like, I don't know. Like,
Thanks.
yeah, like you can't say anything. And as cool as it is to be in the know, it really kind of sucked to have to keep it a secret until it was finally out. Yeah, like I knew about the HD 44s before they came out. So
Levi asked, buggies be RTR or rollers or sliders or just cage and panels?
all of them will be just cage and panels, and you put your own drivetrain in it.
Yeah.
I can never, even at a discount. Okay, so like even at my vendor discount, I cannot pull a full truck together that anyone will pay for. I've only had one, and he bought an RTR. Nolan bought that RTR Fordyce and then put it all in that cage up. That I
Yeah.
built. So the best way that I've found to sell them is like this. Basically, I might display it with everything under it and let Bill know that X amount of dollars does not mean the whole damn truck. So don't sell the whole truck while I'm gone. Because I can see him doing that. But this is what it looks like, kind of thing. Put some decent wheels on it, let it sit there. And then for a lot of the tubers go for $400 or whatever. Like this is $400. $400 on the hood, cage and panels only, whatever. But I'm also going to have deluxe. I'll have drabs there. I'm going to have a bunch of other stuff. So you can kind of put it together, at least semi, how you would want to anyway. So. And you can always find anything you want to Beat the Creek.
Yes. Dustin said those cheap pumps always tell you when you're out of fuel.
Yeah.
Ryan said, I'm excited to get that Chevy buggy going, the one I put a K5 dash in.
Mm-hmm. I saw that.
Luis said, if I have one Ripper, I love that.
Mm-hmm. Luis, that's the dude we bought the things off of, the skid mounts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who I need to get with probably
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah. We're both probably going to get with you. I just had way too much stuff going on the last couple of weeks whenever
Yeah.
you were messaging me about everything in hand.
He said, yes, that guy.
Yeah. He was messaging me, but it was like always at the most inconvenient time where I was like knee deep in Christmas stuff or like doing something, and all of a sudden he'd pop up and I'm like, oh yeah, I got to get with him. And then I put my phone back in my pocket and then I don't.
Yeah.
I like to just. But we'll be getting with you. I really like those shock tabs you had.
Yes.
Those are going to be very convenient, clearly, because we could have used them here. Or I could have used them
Well, he said he left work at 2 a.m. last week.
there. Jesus.
Yeah. Teleguided said, "What should I bring truck wise?"
Okay, so you are always welcome, and this goes for anybody that's going to be from way out. You're always welcome to use at least my PO box. I may give you my actual address depending on what you want to send. You can send whatever you want to, and that way you don't have to mess with all that jazz. But something waterproof depends on. They have such a wide array. There are trails was that Trail 2? We always do this. Can't remember what trail it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
One of the trails, literally, you're just walking through the woods. It's a dirt pile. There's a couple of rocks or a dirt path, a couple roots and stuff that you climb over, and you could take a very, very scale under 4-inch tire truck, walk through it. If you're wanting to actually run the creek, something on 475s that you know is not going to break, or that you have a very high confidence it's not going to break.
Yeah, really anything.
You can take anything you want to.
Anything you have,
crawler
you could find a trail to run.
Yeah. They have a 6-scale. There's a couple 6-scale trails.
Yeah. They have 18th and 24 scale trails now as well. I like. Well, we like the buggies, so we usually try and do a buggy run at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Matt and I are working on 419 buggies, so yours is about done.
Yeah, mine just needs an interior now.
Yeah, so mine needs designed, but whatever.
Crazy. This is my surprised face.
So I mean, something like that. I mean, I ran one of my Jeeps, your favorite,
Everyone's favorite.
the gold Jeep.
Oh, that one.
On
Okay.
4.3 Swampers.
I thought you meant the teal YJ.
Oh,
Literally the everyone's favorite when they come in the tint.
yeah.
I could have the coolest shit ever sitting on the table, and people will make a beeline for that YJ. I am happy for you, but it's funny to watch, especially when how much is this? And Jordan just goes, oh, it's not for sale. Are you sure, man? I'm sure. I'm sure the 700 people before.
Maybe that thing needs a refresh for Beat the Creek.
I know how I would change it, but that's just me. If it was me, the roof pillars would do this. I think that would make it a little more
Like that.
Yeah.
I'm just talking. Strip it down, repaint it, basically.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Eventually, that YJ will be a different YJ buggy. Very similar, but I'll make some changes like that, or tubing.
You're gonna build a whole nother one for that clip,
Yeah.
for that hood. I like that idea.
And then I've got the broken, all beat up TJ body that I got from John Graves.
Oh, that one. I thought you meant the one that I bought from you that you broke 3 minutes out, the blue one.
Oh, no. No, I was talking about the other one that I broke, or that John broke, and then sent it to me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
and then, because I'm not getting rid of that one, I'm just going to keep it. That's Nulla Bear 1, so.
And I can remember what the
The teal YJ will eventually get rebuilt as a new YJ, is my plan.
Well, then you're not gonna sell that one?
No, I'll keep that chassis.
Okay. Just for sentimental.
Yeah.
Just because you can. Okay.
And then I'll put a TJ front clip on it, and then it can sit next to the K10 and
100%. Just be pretty.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. Yeah, I said something to Lid about those books being trophies, and she was like, "All your RC trucks, half of them are trophies." I was like, "You're correct." She's like, "There are some of those trucks I've never seen you drive." I said, "This because they're shelf queens. They literally sit there and just look pretty."
Yeah. Dustin said if you need any soldering done, come see him.
I will probably come see. I'll get with you because I need one of the buggy he was just talking about, my Samurai buggy. I want the electronics that are in it are going to stay in it, but there's 4 miles of wires that I would like to shorten up.
I know. A guy.
Huh?
I said I know a guy for that.
Him?
I mean, yeah, he could do it, but I could also do.
I don't think you I thought your soldering iron wouldn't get hot enough for the
Oh,
motor.
I've got a nice one now.
I thought it wouldn't get hot enough to put the motor leads back on though.
I can melt the damn motor.
Sick. Okay, never mind then. Just joking. I'll have it in.
I mean, it'll probably look better if he does it,
I don't
but
give a frick about that. Everything will be covered, so it won't really matter.
Levi said, "Can I bring a 4-wheel steer?" Ooh, it's my bedtime. Can I bring 4-wheel steer Capra on the buggy run? I haven't ran it in 7 months. Or you could buy Matt's Capra based buggy
Yeah.
and put your 4-wheel steer Capra stuff in it.
Yeah. It's a really cool silver one that I'm sure you've seen in person.
I would like to think he has.
I would hope so.
Dustin said, "Come see me. Come see me sometime." And then he told me to stop taking work with him.
Jordan's my soldering guy.
Chris said, "It is sometimes hard to tell at Beat the Creek who wants to sell their trucks or just display them."
That's something I'm going to work on this year because, as of no fault of anyone else's, when, on Vendor Row, I could see the possibility of this is just cool stuff. The people that don't want to sell it and have shit just like sitting out for you to look at out in the camping area, I've always thought it was kind of weird. Because then it's like they'll have it right next to stacks of tires with prices on it and stuff, and then they have this truck, and well, that's not for sale. Well,
Yeah.
like it's very confusing. But I'm going to work on these are not for sale, please don't touch kind of thing somehow to the trucks I'm trying to show off that have been on the channel that people want to see, etc. I'm going to try to get that a little more segregated, I guess, kind of roped off, whatever. Think about taking the soldering stuff to. Oh, that'd be a good idea, Dustin. Bill, you get lights. You can only run your 6 at night. I have lights on my. Well, I don't know if my lights are hooked up. I can't remember if I had them hooked up or not. Wait, I thought you were getting the gold one.
Oh, I have the gold one. Well, I don't know which one he was talking about.
I'll move my junk so we can get into Jeep collecting 101 here. Here, I'll move this. I'm not going to take this home. I don't want it.
Okay.
I'll move this too, though.
Here, I'll put it over here.
Well, yeah,
I'll just set it.
I'll just put it in my tub.
Set it right here. It's fine. There's plenty of room here.
I like how you let me put the unlimited buggy over here, but it won't even let the CJ get over near my tub. I don't give a shit about those China axles.
Teleguide said, "Can you show me what you call this nice Jeep?" So this is just Millabear 1. I don't know if you were talking about that one or there's my gold Jeep as well that everyone seems to like.
Everyone seems to like your Jeeps.
It's because they are very one-to-one inspired.
Yes. He and I have discussed one of the things that building chassis and stuff like that, like tube frame stuff, one of the advantages he has is he is a Jeep guy building small Jeeps. I am a guy that decided to start building tube chassis and just freaking winging it. I see something on Instagram to get some sort of inspiration from and then start building shit. Whereas Jordan goes, oh, that's a freaking red dot, goddamn Baconator 3.7 or whatever the hell. And then he builds this thing that he knows.
It's back to the TISM.
Then he builds a thing that he knows is a real truck that you can relate to, whereas I'm just building shit that has inspiration from 5 different trucks that I found, and not all of them are Jeeps, but it's fine with me. We definitely, the one thing that's nice, I will say, is that you and I attract different buyers, so we're not competing with each other in any way whenever we're doing what we do.
Yeah.
There is no oh, I like this Jeep, but Jordan's Jeep's really cool. I can only buy one Jeep. I'll have a Jeep, but it's different than what you would have built.
Yeah.
I guess technically kind of does look the same. Okay, it looks a lot the same. It's fine. It's whatever.
A lot of them,
Just look the same.
I mean, realistically, how many different ways can you build a Jeep buggy
I don't know.
without them looking pretty damn close to the same? Dustin said he's thinking about taking, or did you already read that, about taking his stuff to the swap meet?
I think so, kind of ish, maybe.
Doing soldering.
I think it'd be a good idea.
Dustin said Menards has 6-foot folding tables for $40 till tomorrow.
Okay.
Do you need some?
Till tomorrow?
Yeah, like they're on sale through tomorrow.
Through tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I can get a couple. Are they white or black?
Why does it matter?
I like the black ones better. Because then the white doesn't show through when I put the cover thingies on. It's black on black instead of,
I got you.
they just look better.
Louise said Jeep looks good, but if it was mine, I'd change the suspension position. Which one? And and how would you change it? Maybe I'll incorporate it into my next one.
Yeah, maybe not.
Ryan said that buggy is so wicked. Love that buggy. Great work, Jordan. Love your builds. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate it.
I think the only thing that I would honestly change is I do like the tilty, like narrowed top.
Yeah.
Top. That's the one thing I'd change about this. And I don't know if that would like ruin the whole thing. That
No,
Yeah.
it wouldn't.
And I am not joking when I say every single freaking person that is interested in any of Jordan's trucks immediately asks. I've been asked to duplicate this buggy. Like straight out, show me Jordan's YJ Juggy that you built and I will buy it. Like just flat out.
He likes it.
A lot of people like it.
I don't blame him.
I don't like it's cool. It's cool. I don't know what makes it cool. I think that's part of me not being a Jeep guy. I don't know what makes it cool, but I know that it's cool.
I mean, yeah, I mean, yes.
It's
It's so simple.
Yeah.
There's, but I mean, it's just a neat truck.
100%. I 100% agree. I would maybe put black axles on it because clear axles are barf. But preference.
Yeah. Tailgate said they look great from behind. That Jeep I sent you. I don't remember which one. So for those of you that don't know, Teleguided is a huge Toyota fan, and sends me any.
And somehow I'm caught in the middle. Teleguided likes Toyotas. Jordan is a Jeep guy, which is interesting because Teleguided and Toyota both start with a T. Jordan and Jeep both start with a J. And I am in the middle, starting with an M. But then they're like, we're all in this like thing on Instagram. We're just like, just get Jeeps and Toyotas back and forth.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know the difference between things. I mean, I know the difference between a Toyota and a Jeep, but
Dustin said the tables are white,
ugh.
which so are mine because I got them from Costco.
I'll take that if that's all I can get. But
Do they fold in half? Because that's what Matt really needs.
I do need, they have to fold in half. Because if not, I got to carry them on the top of the berm. And that's a bitch to strap down. Sucks. Dick.
Yeah.
Suck that dick.
Ryan said, "Can we one day see a video of you and Jordan's buggies to see them all?"
We were just talking about some things. 2025 is going to go different for me. I'm going to try, especially for a while, to only buy supplies. So Mailbox Monday is going to continue, slow down, and be different. Hopefully it still goes over the same. But I feel like I relied on Mailbox Mondays to do a whole lot of like, look at all the stuff I bought, which doesn't really help anybody, I guess I should say. Like, it's just, I feel like it's me just,
Yes and no, because a lot of times, a lot of the stuff that you buy is I mean, there's a lot of cool shit, but there's also like today's video where you were showing the Lexan panels that you buy. So like that's cool to see. I mean, how many times do we answer? Where do you get this?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So they don't go like they're not just completely look what I bought.
Yeah, that's how I feel though. Like, and I've said it. I mean, you've seen the bloopers if you watch the videos a couple times now. I try not to come off as, look at all the shit I have. Like, I don't like that. That feels gross.
Ew.
Yeah, it gives me the ick, as my daughter would say. I don't want to do that because then I just sound like an arrogant asshole, and I don't want that at all. Because that's not how I'm trying to present all this. I take inspiration from a lot of different things. That's where Mailbox Monday came from, etc. But so things are going to change a little bit as far as I might try to. It'll maybe be less Mailbox Monday stuff, but maybe more. I got this, I opened it, and then I'll show you how I use it or like where it's going to go, etc. Just, I got to do something because I'm spending a shitload of money every month on parts and stuff, and it's just getting to a point where I have just a collection of things and I have things I need to do. And I believe that some of the things I'm doing would be cool to follow along with and that some people would like. My wife and I, and then Jordan and I also thought about like a collection of, these are all the tubers, these are all the square bodies, these are all, you know, like whatever.
So it's funny. It's funny that Eric, being your longtime follower, mentioned. Well, no, Ryan said do a video with all of them, but Eric mentioned build vids, build vids, build vids.
Yeah.
Start to finish, perhaps, please.
Yeah.
Which
I ran some ideas by Jordan today, and I think everyone that wants to, I don't want to say like see more of me do, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I ran some ideas by Jordan that I think are going to become things that I do. I will probably need his help on a few things because I only have two hands, and setting up a tripod and trying to do something and stay in camera or in frame is a bitch. That shit sucks. So I'll probably have him help me do some things. So we will be doing some things together. I'll be doing things different, but hopefully it doesn't suck.
Joshua suggested live builds.
We've talked about that.
The problem with that is,
it's loud as shit.
yeah,
So if we're in my garage, I have a drill press, I have a belt sander, you know, we've got the Dremel going. The god awful noise that chainsaw file makes whenever you cope tubing is not something you want to hear. It's like nails on a chalkboard back and forth. Instead of like this, imagine just taking it, just grinding it. It's horrible. And I'm trying to figure out a Dremel way to do that. So the only... What is it? Oh, it's Dustin.
well, we're a few.
Okay. So we've talked about that. I don't know how we would do it unless everything was already ready to go, fit up, and then we just kind of like built something. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be hard to do live.
Yeah.
But yes, so that's part of what we talked about was going over some of the builds.
Another thing that's hard for me and everything else is so like I started this channel. This is my channel as a whole. I incorporate Jordan and Doug and Logan and my dad into everything, but they're not like expected. I don't expect anything from them, but they're there. So I have to run these things by Jordan and say, hey, do you want to help me with this? Do you have time for this?
It's my favorite day when he's like, hey, do you want to build a snowman?
Do you want to build a snowman? Come on, let's go and play. I never see you anymore. Come out the door. It's like you're going away. You know how many times I've seen Frozen?
Apparently a couple.
Reese was 3, I think, when that movie came out. And, oh boy.
Jesus. Teleguided would like to see you collaborate crawling around on all fours with RC Sparks. Win my view.
I had never really liked that guy, to tell you the truth.
I don't even know who it is.
I was never a fan. I did watch a few of his videos for the content because he was one of the first guys, admittedly, on YouTube that was doing trail running stuff. He was definitely one of the first guys that once it got from comp crawlers that people were kind of uploading, like big ass quads and stuff, whenever I got into trail trucks, he was one of the first people that was doing, you know, like
So
watching.
he's your inspiration for this channel.
Oh, don't fuck you, bud. No, sir.
You heard it here,
No,
Teleguided.
you shut your dirty mouth. No, but I will give credit where credit is due every time. He is definitely one of the OG trail running, you know, crawler building, scale truck building YouTubers for sure. This is what it is.
Yeah. The
But
tables do fold in half.
Okay,
So go get you some of those.
let's see what I can do.
We said the gold one, the rear shocks, I know it looks more realistic because it's a copy of the Jeep, but laying it forward would lower it more and works better in his opinion. So that one
We've discussed this, and I don't remember what you said.
on what?
That. Because I asked you why the shock mounts were so far back with the shocks laying back. While you tell this story, I'm going to get some more water.
So I think that body was already cut. Because I don't think I cut that one. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, this one was a copy of a Jeep that I built years ago. Sold it, regretted it, and then I started rebuilding it as this one. And that's just kind of how it was set up. But the suspension, while they do lean back a little bit, but it tucks in pretty close to, I mean, it hits the tire a little bit, but most of mine, I try to get them as low as possible and not just rub everything, but it's kind of hard to do all of that at the same time. But I've got another Jeep that has cantilevers. Actually, I've got two other TJs that have the cantilevers. That one was more of, I was just going for a trail truck, so most trail Jeeps at some point the shocks come through the rear, just because there's not enough wheel well there. Levi said, I have the drift car to fix up, beams truck to start now.
Sounds like us.
Yeah, from the other MBM, I have a two-door Bronco short wheelbase to build. Thanks, Matt.
I'm a terrible influence.
So
We've
build
discussed
you the
this.
Bronco, because Matt and I are also building Broncos. Mine will be there at some point.
Ooh, narrowed 2021 Bronco would be cool.
Do it.
Didn't mean a good time. I'd have to use the full.
Dustin said, hopefully the help with the hopefully that help with the camera also doesn't involve a black couch.
I don't know. Oh, because I have to have you help me.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. I saw a thing on what was that, Instagram? It was a YouTube reel of this chick, and she was crying because she didn't get the job that she had just got out of college and went to her first job interview, and she was like, they said I wasn't hired because of the way I was dressed, and she pans out and she's in like this tube top looking thing with like a skirt. And the chick's like, maybe it's because you look like you went on a casting call for a black couch and not an actual big girl job or something like that. I was dying.
We said that he was with Josh for the live builds, but you need to weld aluminum. We don't.
I'm not that far yet.
Yeah, we're not that advanced.
I would like to. A, I need to do more real car stuff to weld aluminum. B, making an aluminum tuber would be sick as shit. I'd be about that life.
So there's a company that has built aluminum parts, tube parts, for years, and I've never been a fan of them because they just don't look right.
Aluminum tube parts.
Yeah. BGR.
Mm.
Or BR.
Yeah, BGR, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
They.
Oh, I know Death Metal Garage. He makes some aluminum ones every once in a while, doesn't he? Jerry.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't know if it's because they use larger tubing or
That could do it.
what it is, but it every time I see something that's made out of aluminum tubing, I'm like, it doesn't look right.
Tubing size can definitely throw off the best looking buggy design wise. You use the wrong size tubing somewhere or the wrong size rod or whatever, and it is hot dog shit
Yeah.
immediately.
Yes. Joshua asked, "How do you like the cantilever shocks?" I think they're fine. They're not. I wouldn't run them on a comp truck.
What am I missing?
Well, because we were talking about the way those rear shocks
Oh.
are set up.
The dinky RCs and stuff?
My other ones are cantilevers, and then my K5 will be the same way. But
I wouldn't use them on anything that you just relied on for performance. They're not terrible. The cantilevers were nice. I had them on a couple K5s I had. I didn't really drive them a whole lot, whatever. And I've got them on one K10 that I made that I've really only taken out for 3 feet. But they're very hard to tune because you're tuning at a percentage rate that's like one and a half times what your shock is. So basically, they're just a little harder to tune, and changes that you make a larger effect on the whole performance of it. They're not terrible, but I wouldn't use them in anything. I would maybe use them in this to keep it under the floor. I don't even know if there's room down there, but
there is, because my other ones are that way.
okay, then yeah. I'd use it on a K10, but if there's something else, like if you had a K10 on 4.75s, I would use a shorter, like an 80 millimeter shock in the rear, and hook it right under the bed on like a standard or like a stand mount that you would use for like a shock key or whatever. I would put it on that versus going cantilevers or cutting a hole in the bed. There's nothing that kills a hard body faster for me than big ass shock hoops sticking through the bed.
And I would like to, at some point, build tube shock mounts for that.
Yeah.
And I will probably lean them forward a little bit further than.
Let's do it. Get it together before B3. It's not that hard. You need to paint it anyway. See, it's all chipped and shit.
Yeah, that it needs a front bumper.
Doesn't need a front bumper.
Ryan said, "Matt, I'm getting ready to put some limited edition blue machined rod ends on the goat built Ibex buggy."
That's gonna look good with that blue. You know what's crazy is like if you would have said, and I say this a lot because I can see things in my head, but sometimes they don't look good. If you would have said, "I'm gonna paint this buggy sky blue and put red wheels on it," I'd be like, "Ugh, that's freaking gross." But seeing it and then now
It works.
Yeah, it works. Especially when you mix the flat and the shiny red together and all that stuff. Like that buggy looks good.
Dustin, I have not used my TIG welder yet. It's not even out of the box.
Yeah, mine's not either. I need to build my cart and then get everything out, but I was doing other things.
I gotta figure out if I'm gonna bring it down here. I don't know how that works with my gas and everything.
That's a good. Your argon gas, or okay, I was gonna say, or your gas in there. I don't know. It doesn't spark that much, right? Shouldn't.
I would think so. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. So
It's
it's
not about buying a welding table for mine. Mine's gonna be right in front of my car though when it gets back. So if I set anything on fire, it'll be my Buick, and then just fuck it, I might as well just let the whole garage burn.
there you go.
Just out of anger, like setting my car on fire.
What?
out of anger of just setting my car on fire. I'm like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I can't put the car out. Everything else can catch on fire.
We said the welds. I have some parts to build a aluminum chassis. From the material I have aluminum, I can see why they use thick tube. 3/16 aluminum is not very strong.
I would think you would have to brace it a lot more.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about it would be cutting that aluminum with a file, kind of like what we do a chainsaw file, but it'd have to be a little bigger gap so it didn't get clogged up. Would go so much faster that I think it would be worth it. So like on sliders or whatever, if you had a little bump out, instead of having like one or maybe two, like you'd have four. But I bet you could build that four just as fast as you could build two. You'd just be doing more, but you do it quicker.
Yeah. Apparently, Teleguided has an Ibex goat built as well, but it's on, of course, Toyota axles. For sure, bringing it to the creek. Yes.
Do it.
Logan said, Matt, I'm on vacation still. Garage day.
Maybe Wednesday. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I know I'm taking my kids up to my dad's, and then Lid and I are doing something. Who knows?
Getting wild.
Getting wild. We might go out to eat and be home by like 8.
Ooh.
I might drink a margarita and a can or 5 too.
Damn.
Yeah, but I like those things. Cayman Jack. Yeah? No? They're in a little blue can? Well, they're like this.
Little guy.
Those things are wonderful. I like margaritas a lot though, so.
Ryan said, thank you, Matt, and those wheels are not going to leave that buggy either. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome.
We said, maybe my next project, build aluminum full chassis.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been happy with the hydraulic tubing that we use for ours, and as of right now, I don't have any reason to branch out.
No. I would do it just to do it, just to see if I could, but I don't dislike this at all. Especially coming from Solid Rod. I mean, in all honesty, and you know, we've kind of discussed this before, like I had one of Jordan's buggies to begin with. He's basically rebuilding the damn thing right now because the first one was out of Solid Rod, which was cool until we discovered the hydraulic tubing and realized how much weight we were adding for the only reason of just using tube, or using rod as of tube. So I sold Little Bear 7, 5, whatever the hell. 2. I sold chassis number 2 that Jordan never built to my friend Gary, and now he's building me another one. So I don't see myself using anything else. I don't know what we would find other than maybe titanium if we got super good at TIGging and then randomly wanted to use that. But that would just be another did it for shits and giggles kind of thing. Not,
Yeah.
you know, it'd be if it was out of titanium, you're supposed to like leave it, right? Like let it do the blue and purple thing.
I think so. But then that would go to show how terrible I am at.
Yeah.
I was at TIGging. 'Cause
Part of me would want to build one out of titanium and then blast it and paint it, just to like be like, oh, I painted this titanium buggy instead of polishing it out.
What Nillabear number are we on now?
That one's 9, right? I know it's an odd number
Matt has 9.
Yeah.
Matt's new one is 9.
because your F toy is 7. Your new F toy.
7 or 8. Yeah. To the list.
Yeah. I know mine's 9 because I was upset that it's an odd number.
No, that was the last note I was on.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Matt's new one is number 9. I have 10 and 11 planned out. Well, I guess 8, 10, and 11 are planned out.
Yeah.
8 is about halfway done.
Well, 12 is on there somewhere. Right?
12.
Yeah, because I'm here, and then I'm gonna also be down here somewhere, right?
Well, that one's not planned out yet.
That's pretty planned out. We discussed it. You already have a working model and everything.
It's not on the list.
Put it on the list. You just made the list. Speaking of, did any of you guys watch the Mr. McMahon thing on Netflix about holy balls? That was pretty cool and wild. I liked it, talking about like all the vintage wrestling, older wrestling stuff, and then they got into
Carry on.
some wild shit. Some like trafficking, like he was prostituting out this one chick and all sorts of stuff. It was freaking crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is it on Netflix, you said?
Yeah. It's called Mr. McMahon, I think. So anyway, what happened?
Dustin asked, how did you come up with Nilla Bear? So it's from the show Scrubs. I needed a new gamer tag. And my best friend was like, he loved Scrubs. It's like,
My best friend.
yeah. And he watched it all the time. And so the two friends on there, one of them is Nilla Bear, the other one's Chocolate Bear. And he's like, you could be Nilla Bear. And so that was my gamer tag. And then Instagram became a thing. So that was my Instagram. And then now it's just kind of stuck. And then when we started building buggies, and everyone joked that, oh, this is like Nilla Bear Customs or some shit.
Yeah.
And so then that has also stuck, and so that's that.
Yeah.
Um,
I wish I would have renamed my channel when I switched from Derby stuff, or just started a new channel, honestly. But
what's that?
I wish I would have renamed my channel before I started doing all this, or just started over. I would
Yeah.
definitely change the name to something. I don't know what, but so when you're going back to this started as a Derby channel, a lot of Derby stuff is goat built, Bullman built, like it's just a thing they do, like Schaefer built or fucking, like squirrel built, kind of shit. Like all of it is all that. So that's kind of where it came from. But then I didn't really ever. This was never planned. This is just kind of fucking just done whatever. But I don't know what I would have changed it to. But
Well, Teleguided said he likes Nilla Bear and Bowman Built RC.
okay, well I appreciate it.
So, Teleguided also said, with that TIG learning curve, can I reserve number 69?
It's a lot of buggies from now. You're talking like 2075 by then. Jordan might be dead.
Well, I need to build enough buggies that I can sell them and buy a Whipple by the time the truck is paid off.
That's a lot of buggies.
So I got 5 years to build enough buggies to buy a Whipple.
Got 400 apiece.
No, my price has gone up.
Okay, 500. Once we start taking, our prices go up.
Price is going up again.
Okay,
Once
cool.
I learn to TIG. But no, I've seen. I realized what I was saying, but
I've seen some sell.
I've seen what people are selling at the $400 mark.
That's why my minimum started at 400 now. If not,
Yeah.
probably 450 from now. I have seen what a $350 chassis looks like, and I would never ever produce something like that and actually put it out for sale and put my name on it. Some of the things I've seen for sale, wow, freaking wow, that's really all.
Yeah, so you see that, and you're like, why am I selling my shit for the same
Yeah.
price as that?
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't want to get into solely just selling buggies by any means. Like, that's not a second time or part-time job that I want by any stretch of the imagination. But I do like it. Because now that I have a few out there, it is cool to see them bounce around Instagram, see what different people do,
Well, that's cool to see that, but I keep a list, and then I change.
Who
like
has it?
I keep tabs on who has what.
Mhm.
There's only one of them that I keep close tabs on that I want back, but.
Yeah.
Alan S. said, hi all, I've been listening since the beginning.
Hey, fella.
I comment to add how I'm using 3/16 styrene rod for non-structural bars. Super glue and baking soda is my way of mounting it and adding a fake weld. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I guess if you just wanted more like decorative bars and stuff, you could
Yeah.
100% do that. I try to make mine as minimalist, not as minimalist as possible, but structurally, I build everything for me to drive it. That's how I build everybody's stuff if I'm doing it for myself or anybody else. We do what's called mat proofing. So you build it for me to beat on. So by that time, there's usually enough bars.
Yeah.
I don't really need to add a lot of pretty bars, but I do think that would be cool in a few situations. That's the one thing. That's one thing I will say that is a negative, not a negative, but a detraction from going from rod to the tubing. Is you can tell by the way that these two are built. This literally has no cross bracing back here. It's just there, but you know that that's not going to move.
There's nothing to this buggy, and
Yeah.
it's been built for 4+ years now.
If you made this out of tubing, the whole roof would be slayed over at the end of a decent trail.
Yeah.
The end of the
Especially after I gave it to Glenn.
yeah,
I'm like, here you go.
yeah. I'm not giving anything to Glenn ever again.
Dustin said that's why my name is kind of vague, just so it's not tied into one specific thing. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
mine started as a fucking Xbox gamer tag.
yeah. I have another YouTube handle that I've thought about starting one-to-one stuff, and I do like it. But past that, I don't even know what I would change it to. I just don't. It's very long for me. The channel name is very like big.
Yeah.
I just want to name it like Fuckstick RC or something like. It's only 2 syllables.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I would do with it, but I would do something with
Take it easy, Dustin.
it. Hi, Dustin. Tell Pocahontas we said hi. Crazy horse, but
Crazy horse. Yeah.
I understand.
Is the other one like Three Potatoes RC? Like that was? Is that too?
There's that. I also have thought, like, we should all three have a channel, Let's just all three go in and, you guys can just do videos with me. We'll just have, everyone will be responsible for making videos. Doesn't that sound like fun?
No.
That's what Doug wants to do. Maybe not, but it sounds good.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
I've talked about it, but we'll see. Levi said Whipple is 10K. You got 2 feet. Start selling pics. I mean,
I would do that in a heartbeat if I thought someone would buy it.
yeah, for sure.
I mean, I know there's some creepy, gross dudes out there, so I'm pretty sure someone would buy it. I just don't know if I'd make enough money for my effort. Of course, we do know a guy with an OnlyFans, supposedly.
Yeah.
I work with a guy that supposedly had an OnlyFans, and he is off work right now, and
Doug didn't say that. It sounded good. Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
John Lau said, Matt, I want a gremlin buggy.
I could probably do that.
I don't think that'd be that bad.
No.
I mean, you got a good base too.
Sizing and scale would be a thing. I don't know if I'd put it on 475s. It may have to be a 4.19 buggy just for, or it would be, because, I mean, Gremlins are small. Gremlins, Pacers, Spirits, all the AMCs are all little. They're not tiny, but comparatively to a Jeep, they're only going to be this long. Roughly, I would assume. See what the wheelbase of a Gremlin is. I bet it's not. I know it's under 92, I think. because they used to allow them as mini derby cars, and then they eventually, once again, we've circled back to how I know things. But
96 inches. It's longer than a TJ
yeah,
or a YJ.
but the back, it's not. It wouldn't be longer fully altogether. 96 inches divided by 10 or divided by 9. That's basically what,
Yeah, but
10 and
a
some
TJ
change.
is 93 inches.
Yeah, wheelbase.
Yeah.
But the back of a Gremlin is like at the rear wheels
Yeah, which would be great.
for departure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be able to do that. I would have to draw that out. If you were really serious about it, I would probably take that up as a commission, build whatever the hell. I have learned from doing other buggies. I will never, ever, 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 ever build.
Maybe just
another-
once more?
Nope. Build another buggy that doesn't look like anything. I am building a buggy right now for someone, and I do not want them to feel bad, anything like that. But not having any shape to try to follow is not my forte, for sure. I am struggling.
And on that note, Matt, what do you want your next buggy to look like?
CJ.
Oh, is that what? That's what you wanted.
Yeah.
I got you. Because originally Matt he wants another buggy, and he told me no insight, just build it.
No, the difference is I know that you're going to build a Jeep that looks like some sort of conglomeration of something you saw. And I'm okay with it because I trust you. Which I think is where he's at. He trusts me to do, he gave me like 3 or 4 references, like something along these lines. But they're buggies, they're like Pro Mod style, like real Pro Mod style buggies. Shit's just flat panel, like, which to most people would be like, oh, I could whip that out, no problem. But they have so little like style that I'm struggling.
Yeah. Also, Levi said, talking to a camera and then listening back to yourself and editing sounds awful, and I can't get over it.
You don't know how hard it is for me to do the bloopers because I don't know what's going to be funny. I just try to gauge me being an idiot. Am I looking like a moron? That should be funny. That's doing the bloopers. I cut out a lot of stuff. Like I'll chop it up into things, and then I go back through and like edit those down to shorter time frames to just get the funny part out or whatever. And I bet I delete half of them, like where I'm stumbling on myself, but I don't feel like I sound funny. I just sound like like these things aren't really as funny as maybe they should be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm also kind of hard on myself, so
I think most people are.
yeah. Why are there new crawlers on the back and used crawlers on the front? Like more used on the front.
So you see what happened was I had some crawlers sitting over here, and somebody was over here one time and only had a pair or something. For whatever reason, he took my 2 of my crawlers and replaced them with the same worn-ness tires. And that's what I got in return.
What? I'm assuming you're talking about me.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
and what happened?
I had 4 crawlers that were all used equally, sitting there, and for whatever reason, you needed them.
Okay.
So you took them. And you're like, I've got some at home. They're worn the same. I'll bring them to you. And so you did.
Gotcha.
And
I brought you a brand new
you
set.
brought me better crawlers that weren't broken.
All right, now I
So
understand.
now I have,
Crawlers need broken in.
yeah,
Gotcha.
that's why I have different.
I feel like replacing things with better things should make me a better friend, but somehow I'm made to look like the asshole in this picture.
I worked very hard on wearing my crawlers down.
The one time you drive a truck a year. That's funny.
I haven't driven that thing in a long time.
I know. We're gonna do more of that in 25. I'm actually going to make a legitimate, like, I want to set out a couple places you guys want to go, and we need to set dates. Or, like, this weekend we're going somewhere.
Yes. We need to do that because if you are like, hey, do you want to go somewhere this weekend? Most likely I'm going to be like, nah.
That's true, you do. You guys want to go to that park? Nah, I'm busy. I got nothing to do, but not that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And I'm okay with that.
I'd like to make another 6 run. Only 6s. Gotta have a 6. Can't go.
Come on, Levi.
Yeah, come on, Levi. Time is it? Like almost 10? You're not working tomorrow anyway, are you?
Correct.
Me either. Fuck it.
It is 10 o'clock.
Cool. How many people? We still got 27? We're good. Let's keep going.
The gold body came. That is a New Bright TJ body.
What color was that one originally? Molded in.
That one was black.
So it's one of the older ones.
Yes.
I got
That
one
is-
like that.
That is one of the gooder ones.
I got one.
That was supposed to be one of the good ones and one of the better ones.
Ah.
One of the gooder ones.
I got one of those. I'm not too sure it ever made a Mailbox Monday because I took it out for something. I don't remember. It was one of the times I took it out ahead of the Mailbox Monday, and it smelled like the beach. You know what a house in Florida smells like? You know that, like,
Coconut?
no, it's not coconut. But if you,
Salt water.
let's see, you may not be old enough.
Probably not.
Certain time frames.
We didn't get dessert, Doug.
We didn't get, some bullshit.
Haley said, Doug's not here, we're not getting shit.
And she's like this. She threw up those gangster stuff.
Actually, she said, there's stuff up here.
Yeah, she wants us to eat week old pastries. Anyway, so there's certain time periods that I would relate a smell to. Okay?
Okay.
Somewhere in the 90s, everything smelled like the beach. Like a Florida house. It has that, like, sandy shells, but like turquoise rainwater candles or some shit. Like, they just made all like, I hope these guys can chime in here and help me out, but like certain periods of time smelled like certain things.
Like the 80s smelled like cigarette smoke.
For some people, yes.
I don't know. I wasn't around.
Not for everybody, but for some people, yeah.
Also, Jeremy's in for a trail day.
Okay. I figured he would be. Get 8 Lug Productions up in this bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
And we got a film crew.
Oh, that's a good point.
Levi said he doesn't have a tuber, but if I by chance get an invite, let me know ahead of time so I can make the request. If it's a 6 run, I can let Brian know also.
Yeah, sounds good. I will 100% do that.
Ryan drove his 6 yesterday on the rocks, and some buddies forgot how much fun those trucks are.
Yeah, I've not forgotten. I actually bought a bunch of 6 parts, which will be in another Mailbox Monday here soon, and will probably be in a video modifying it. Because it's going to get crazy.
Nice.
I don't know about crazy, but it's going to be cool. You think so, right? It'd be cool.
You'll be alright.
It'd be aight. Do you have brass C-hubs on yours?
Just aluminum.
Just aluminum? Okay. Do you want brass ones? Because I'm now not going to need the brass ones.
Sure.
Okay. Figured them out. Cool. Because I got brass knuckles on the front. And then I got aluminum as well for the rear. But the new Farnaxle does not have attachable C-hubs that are built in.
Fancy.
The back ones I'll probably buy another one as well before we go. Aluminium housings, bitch. Go. Just everything. No plastic, just constant metal on.
Are you building a behind the axle steering?
I'm gonna try. It's one of my projects with the TIG. I'm gonna try to build a BTA mount for, and I may do some sort of like top but forward and down a little bit on the rear. Not sure.
So
I would love a 6 scale low profile servo. Would be freaking amazing.
yes, did you hear that, Tom?
Yeah, I would pay real good money for that.
Did you see Ty posted a 6 buggy that he built, and the guy sending pictures of it all done? Did you see the?
I didn't see it, but I saw it. I scrolled by it, kind of read it or whatever.
Well, I'll show you the pictures later, but he had the one thing I noticed was it wasn't a behind the axle servo mount because it was chassis mounted, but it was behind the axle. So like it sat back here, up in the chassis, and then he built
like a cantilever thing.
an arm that sat on top of the knuckle.
Mhm.
So the what was that, the drag link or whatever,
Mhm.
was behind the axle, and then it still had the front tie rod.
See, I kind of want to put everything on the axle for the weight,
Yeah.
just because they are big ass tubers. Like mine.
But if there was a low profile, or you could set it,
if there was a low profile, I'd set that bitch right on the long side, just like you do an F10 or something, and just.
well, why couldn't you set it? I don't have a servo out here.
Like this way,
No,
like my deluxe, like this to the
yeah,
back.
and then have your servo arm.
100%. I'm gonna figure out a way to put it somewhere. I just don't know how and where exactly yet.
Are you going to use a panhard mount or 4-link it?
Don't know.
4-link it.
Can I put a 4-link on it without making more mounts? Because that's one thing that I don't know that I can do. I don't know that I can build mounts and have them level and everything like that.
As somebody that's built a behind the axle servo mount, it's not that bad. You'll be right.
Okay.
And then if it's off, you can adjust it in the link length.
That seems like a cop out as opposed to building a correct mount.
I mean, I guess fab better. I don't know.
I know. I'm aware.
Abner said, so he's got, so I've almost got my chassis built for my YJ. I have 2 links left to tap, and my shocks should be here tomorrow.
Cool.
There you go. Levi said, Matt, that smell was my grandma's house, especially the bathroom,
See?
was an ocean and fish themed.
Yeah. Everything was.
Time frame with a smell, 100%.
Yeah. It's like probably mid to late 90s, maybe real early 2000s. Seashells, starfish, this color blue and light blue. And everything had that smell.
Yeah.
Like one of the smells I despise, but anybody that is my age will know. High school, cucumber melon, girls. Blech. Bath and Body Works cucumber melon was fucking everywhere, and I cannot stand the way it smells. But if I smell it, I immediately like time warp back into high school.
I'm going to see if I can't find that smell
I
in
hate you. I hate you.
in a hand soap for the
Everything about
bathroom.
it. You probably could. They probably still smell it, or they still it. Or since like my kids' age are now doing 2000s things, the shit they made, idiots. They may be back. I don't know. I feel cool again, like because I don't really change the way I dress, so like it's in my hip again.
You just stuck it out long enough.
Yeah, right.
Came back around.
Hey man, I'll be cool every 20 years or so.
Or so.
Definitely or so. But it is neat. I do have to say that. It is cool watching kids now get into some of the things that I was into in high school and find those things, yeah.
Jeremy, here's the low profile servo that we were talking about.
Yeah, that too.
JX 4409MG.
You know what I just noticed? These turn signals are also teal. They're not.
Correct.
Why?
Well, I painted them with something. There's
It's like
something.
black Sharpie.
No.
If you say
I
so.
don't remember what it was. That's something I need to fix.
I have paint at home. I'll bring it next time if you remind me. We'll paint them white, and then we'll paint them turn signal amber like 17 times, and they'll look as good as the K10. They'll look just like that.
Ooh, yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah. See?
Well, maybe that'll be part of the rebuild, is actually putting turn signals in this thing.
Or we can see if we can find something with a lens that's about that same size. Drill it, cut it out, or whatever, and then put the lenses in there. That'd be kind of cool.
Logan said love spell or stripper smell is what we called it.
Low spell. I remember that. Yep. I had a girlfriend my early high school, and her stepdad smoked a pipe, and every once in a while I'll smell whatever he used to have in his pipe. It's that, and her house kind of smelled like cigarette smoke, but it wasn't like terrible, and they always kind of covered it up with other stuff or whatever. But I can definitely smell her house every once in a while sometimes. That's kind of weird.
A little bit.
No,
Sounds a little creepy.
it is what it is, man. I
Uh,
spent a lot of time there, so the smell of the house is basically burned in my brain.
Abner said lay some silver over the white, and those turn signals will pop a lot more.
Sure. White, silver, turn signal. Again and again and again and again.
Also, clear machetes or gray machetes that will match the cage better.
Or blast the cage and paint it silver. Because I think putting dark wheels on it with the dark cage is going to do the same thing that, what's that other buggy? The bronze buggy you have, where it like brings everything kind of down in tone. You know what I'm saying? Because this is like
Bronze, but
the whatever the hell other TJ you have.
oh yeah,
Yeah, the bronze, right?
khaki, yeah.
Okay. Sure, I'll take your word for it. I don't freaking know. Isn't that technically a khaki color, right? It's like a khaki Jeep, whatever the hell
Yeah, it's
color.
a Jeep
Okay.
desert
Anyway.
khaki or dark khaki.
But what I'm getting at is this teal's kind of dark. So like, you ever see somebody that has like a truck the color of my burb, and they take all the chrome and make it black, and like nothing really like pops out. It just
Yeah.
kind of looks very like muted or blue. I really hate it when they do blue, like that. I think you need a little more. Pick out.
Happy New Year, New Year's, Bill. He said he'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, it's some point in time. But
What about the gray machetes on the gold Jeep?
gray or clear?
Gray. I have another set of V1s, so I gotta go on something cool.
Yeah, I agree. My only problem with that is this is all black and gold. So by
I know, but I don't like the black wheels.
I understand. I don't like the fact that the rear doesn't have all scale hardware in the hub. That
I ran out.
whew, don't like that at all.
Sorry.
Um,
Sorry, it's ooh, let me have that.
Can you fix it?
Well, not that, but I could put a screw back in this front one.
Ugh. I
know-
think this looks good. I think the black V2 machetes look good on it. But it's also black and gold. So, you know, you like Purdue and all that stuff, being from Indiana. I get it.
Yeah, because I huge fan, sports ball, me, fun.
Sports ball. Home run. But I think black and gold looks good. I think if you put random ass wheels gray on it, it's gonna look weird. Because you got a black cage, black interior, gold body, everything underneath is black, and you're just like, look at these.
Take it easy, Levi.
Gray wheels. Bye, Levi.
Happy New Year.
Hudson, yeah.
Logan said put them on the teal Jeep. That's what we were just talking about. But Matt said that'll be too dark.
After building that Samurai, I'm gonna try to get away from black cages
Yeah.
and dark charcoal. Like,
I may. What color? What about that like lighter like gray? That black and the 4-wheel steer buggy that I did, that Tyler bought. Steal it is the.
For the whole cage,
for that cage.
and then do the wheels like this color gray. Because this is an actual VP case, right?
Yes, it is.
That's what I thought. So do gray like that, because that's not clear.
Correct.
I can get down with that. Make it a little bit darker, but not like charcoal or whatever
Yeah.
fucking color that is. I'd be down with that. I think that'd look good. And you're taking V1s off to, replace it with V1s.
Yeah.
I thought the ones you bought were black.
I don't think so.
That's why I didn't want them, is because I already have 2 sets of V1 machetes in black.
They're supposed to be gray, but they kind of.
Just me and Jeeps hanging out, waiting for Jordan, doing Jeep things.
They're gray.
Oh, yeah. Dude, damn, these are dark.
They are dark.
Those are dark gray. That's why I thought they were black. See, that's just a lot. But it does match the cage, I'll give you that. It wouldn't look bad. Then you got clear axles on it, though.
But I think that's too dark. I think you're right.
Because if you're going to do it, then you need black axles. Get away from those clear trash. I really miss Bateman. I won't lie about that. Just being like, I don't like this color. Let's just have a custom gray done.
Well, I just have gold 310s I could put on the gold Jeep. Yeah.
Those aren't exactly the same color, friend. That is not even close.
It's like the same.
That is not like the same at all.
It's
Actually,
the same.
That's nope. Disagree. 3 out of 10. That's far enough off that it looks like wrong. That's like more tan gold, and this is more like yellowy gold. Tell me that doesn't look the same color to you. Does it?
It's not. I see what you're saying.
They're two different shades for sure.
But I mean, I could easily post this, and everyone who posts or does like all the same color would be like, "Oh, that looks great." Brr.
For sure. Ooh, got them center rings. Boys are heavy. Just don't.
Pretty close from Chi-Town. I see.
Yeah. Speaking of being in Illinois and Chicago, we heard a certain someone that used to do Cerakoting is up to his old ways. Haven't heard an update about that, but I think he chose the wrong person to piss off, for sure.
Yeah. I agree.
So, yeah.
Doug said he knows a guy with bronze BBWs.
I like those. I just have spent too much money and I cannot buy them right now. I mean, you're interested in any trades?
I got an already fucked chicken.
Got 3 half-burnt cigarettes, a lighter that doesn't work.
You could do bronze BBWs on the teal Jeep. I don't hate that, but then I would have.
How's your CJ? You kind of like flip it upside down. Oh, Jesus Christ, motherfucker. There you go. Do like a. Yeah. See what that looks like here in about 5 minutes. Look at it. Look at it.
It's so far away.
I think it look okay. This thing's gonna look so good on my shelf.
Yeah, but then what would I put on the CJ? Well, I guess you're saying BBWs, which those are more. I think the BBW color is actually different. It's a lighter
Yeah.
matte color.
I like these riots on here though. I don't understand the hatred for the riots.
People don't like riots?
I've heard a couple people say they look like 8-hole, like Mickey Thompson wheels and stuff, but they're not. I mean,
I think that's why I like them so much.
yeah, I like them. I will say that I've said for a long time, whoever takes VP's pictures sometimes does not do a very good job.
Brandon.
Well, maybe Brandon, but
Do better, Brandon.
I like Brandon. Brandon was nice to me. But some of their products do not.
Still do better.
Some of their products do not transfer from real life to photo very well. Which I'm no camera expert, so I can't really tell.
Isn't that Brandon's last name?
Yeah. No. I think he spells his with a C. Shit, I don't know. That's weird though. Hi, Randy.
Yeah, anyway. Good evening, Randy.
Um,
Try the gold wheels on the teal Jeep. No. I will not.
who said that?
Abner.
Yucky. The thing is,
Is anybody interested in these gold 310s?
those are real, right?
They are real 310s. They are not. They're Bateman.
Bateman energized, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're real 310s.
Yes. Eric said, "Is that where that guy is from? Thought he was out by you."
Rusty? No, Rusty's in Chicago, like right under Chicago. Because that is one of the factors, let's call, of me getting my stuff back, was that I was close enough to come get it. And when I mentioned that, there were things that immediately showed up at a post office with tracking. I don't like being like that, but shit is what it is. When you got $4,000 worth of my shit or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Take good care of it.
That was fun because you were out of town or whatever, so you shipped it to my house.
Yeah.
And then here I am going through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be like, all right, I've got this. I have to take inventory of like 4 boxes or something.
Because I was in South Carolina, right? I think something like that.
Yeah, I
Pretty
think
sure
so.
that's where I was. Because it was like last Christmas, 2 Christmases ago, whatever. Not sure. I think it was 2 Christmases.
Christmas.
No, sir.
Call to Crawl. Howdy, fellas. Happy
Hey
New
there.
Year. Just tuned in. Well,
Hey.
welcome. You
Yeah.
missed,
Missed all sorts of things.
yeah.
We've been talking about Jeeps and Toyotas, and we talked about F-Toys.
Jeeps.
And Jeeps and more Jeeps, and it's basically the Jeep. We changed the profile or the thumbnail tomorrow into just a Jeep grill.
Do you need a picture of the YJ?
I don't. I have a Jeep that I could eventually take home if somebody would finish it, and I could take all the pictures I wanted to of it.
That's a good idea.
Some
I was supposed to do that today.
fuck ass.
I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow. I'll probably have to clean the house and do
Sure would be cool to get that one day though.
Yeah, you said before Beat the Creek.
I would like to be able to put an interior in it
Well,
and shit.
hey. What I was gonna
So
say.
will my other one be done before October?
Yeah,
My CJ rep.
for sure.
My CJ rep is October 25.
No, it's not gonna take that long.
Okay, good.
Especially, I got the blueprints.
And what were you saying?
I don't even remember.
Oh, okay. How are you gonna build my buggy tomorrow? What all do you really have to do left? Like what? I'll just go get it. How's that? We'll still do Jeep things, but
On tonight. By God, they'll be my Jeep things this time at least.
my Jeep things on my life.
Matt, did you see that Call to Crawl got carbon panels?
Yeah, I did.
I did not see that.
You sold them though, right?
Oh, I did see that he sold them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So
pretty sure he
that
sold
makes sense. In order to sell them, you'd have to have them.
You have to get them.
We said we need some Nissan Patrol.
I would really, honestly, be on board for someone to come out with a new hard body. That's not like I thoroughly enjoy the K10 and the K5 and all that jazz. Like that's something I do like, but something just different would be super super cool. So this is my buggy, Juggy.
Here, do you want to take that center seat out?
Sure. That won't fit actually.
What?
The spacing on those is different. You know that?
Oh yeah.
Stupid. I learned that after I put it all together. I don't know why. Like I don't understand why that would why would we do that?
The same reason that both of the build-along buggies have different skid spacings,
Shits and giggles.
basically.
Because that's what we're doing from now on, probably. We're gonna change the skid spacing.
Sure hope not. Brett said you have to just elongate one hole.
Oh, one of these.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's discuss what you have left to do. Jesus,
Um,
fuck that.
well, here, just set that down on it. It'll be fine.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. There we go. There we go.
So I have to add in your 47,000 cross braces in your double B pillar.
Okay, more like maybe 12.
Also, for
Actually.
any buggies I build, that's a $400 add-on.
I mean, 9. No. 3, 6, 8.
You only want 3 down the side?
One. You gotta have one here.
Yeah.
And then it'd be kind of weird to like super stack them here. So just like one there, one there. I don't know what's gonna look good. So
Because originally you had talked about doing a door panel and then a...
I thought you said that looked stupid.
No, you talked about filling that in with metal.
I thought you
That would be stupid.
that would be stupid. But you were talking about
My
Oh.
original plan was to start here and brace up and down and then stop back
oh
here.
yeah, because yeah, I remember that now. You just do whatever you feel looks good. How's that?
That's what I've been doing.
Good. Good for you.
But I need rear frame rails, a trunk or a tailgate panel, rear shocks.
For me to put all my junk in the trunk.
Yep.
Rear shock hoops, rear frame rails, all these little doodads.
Yep. I've got a couple more in here in the front.
Yeah, these are cut though, right?
No,
No, they were.
I don't think so. They might be back there. I don't
I'll
know.
say I would have swore you said they were cut. You just didn't put them in yet. So, another question I've:
Carry on. I'm listening.
how many magnets have you burned up doing all of this to where they're not magnetic anymore?
Not that many.
No. Must just be me. I ordered 3 more of these, by the way. Is that one mine or is this yours?
That's mine.
Okay, cool. I've blasted almost all of mine, so they're easy to tell. But yeah, I ordered 3 more because I realized that I have too many buggies in process and I don't have enough skids.
There you go. Also, this is what we talk about when we talk about map proofing. So, you got your front shock towers that the shock mounts in double shear, and then you have to brace it to the fenders and the dash bar, and then they also brace into the steering. The panhard is double sheared. I'll have to do all of the same shit back here.
Things happen. But
Eric took his message back.
dick.
I don't know what it was.
Well, are you going anywhere to here or is this done?
I hadn't planned on it.
Okay.
Do you want something there?
No, it's okay. That's one from Upper.
Oh yeah, you'll have front bumper. Oh, and no, there won't be anything because then you wouldn't be able to put a grill.
Yeah, that's right.
Gentle. What the fucking
Angry Giant.
I gotta figure out a color scheme for this. I do like the blue shocks, so I'll maybe have to do some sort of blue.
Yellow body.
Nope. No, thank you.
I mean,
Hard
New
pass.
Bright basically gave you a color scheme. Throw some green, I think. Is that green?
That's orange.
This.
That's like butthole brown. That's barely darker than this yellow, kind of like shadowed. Sam's window.
You don't want the window?
I don't know. I kind of like it, but then well, here's a good example, or just like a thing with the window. The windshield frame is good. If you take the window off, then it still looks very square, and I would want it tilted in. But I think with the windshield, like some little magnets or something right there to hold it.
It does tilt in.
Not like that one does, though.
Can't help you build it wrong. Color Cross said, "Can't believe I got the carbon fibers in just 2 kits. I was really hoping for Battleborn, but now I'm going all gold when I build mine."
There you go. You know, this will be an unpopular opinion, but I like the Fast and the Furious. I like the orange Supra.
Unpopular.
Yeah, I am aware, and I'm okay with it. I'm used to.
So I've seen a lot of people that are in favor of that, and they're like, "Well, us old guys really liked Fast and the Furious," and I'm like, "That's one of my favorite movies, but like that does not belong on this."
It has nothing to do with that. I just think it's cool. But we have discussed before. I am a big fan of that time period paint jobs. I love early 2000s, late 90s mini trucks.
Yeah.
That all the tribal freaking swing, swing, and the zebra print over it, and like the freaking tigers and shit, and like I'm a fan of that. I wish I could paint it in airbrush because I'd have all my freaking trucks mini trucked out.
Eric said, "So with the new year upon us, have any of you thought about getting into 24th or 18th scale scene? Also, that cage is looking good."
Not
So
a
I keep looking at
single
the
chance.
TRX-4M. I
I don't like
I
it.
really want one just so I can probably build a tuber. Because the Ripper cage on those do look pretty good. Please don't scratch my...
I can replace them. They'll be fine.
Do you have gray V1s?
Yes, I do.
Good. Good.
Good. Good. Shit, there's no bar there. There we go.
There's not. There you go. We said, I love the skid plates. Anything that could be different about them?
Maybe. I don't know what yet. Possibly the one thing I could think of would be make them longer, but then put the 3/16 hole in line with the bottom row, so you can run a tube straight across there, like here. Thoughts on that?
That would be fine. I would say even just a little bit of material on either end. Which is basically what you're saying.
Yeah.
So whether you put the 3/16 hole there or not,
Or both. Like you could offer both. I would be interested in the problem that I've had with these, and this is not a problem by any means, but if you're not careful and you're putting like the rear frame rails on or something, and you get flux down farther than what you want, the solder will run into the holes for the link mounts, and then you have not only one link mount that you've drilled out that's now unusable, but you also have the other one.
then I haven't. I don't know. I may only have one set of these, or I may not have any of these. Anyway, by drilling out one of those link mount holes for the tubing, I basically killed 4 of those holes.
Yeah.
Because you can't really get a screw on this side. I mean, I guess I could.
I only use the far back ones anyway.
Well, yeah,
So-
I don't adjust the suspension a whole lot anyway.
Yeah.
But if I had a little bit more material, preferably with that 3/16, and I think you're right, in line with that bottom row, like a fourth mount with a 3/16 hole.
Mhm.
I think those would be perfect.
Yeah.
Because what we've been doing is drilling through those, put our bars in where they need to, widthwise where it needs to be, and then that keeps everything square for us while we're building, and then towards the end, I'm not gonna pick it up 'cause-
Yeah, it's fine. So we have these in there, and normally this one's back there. Jordan's already cut that one out, but I leave mine in there until the damn thing's almost done.
I needed that one out of there for something I forget.
Yeah. So we use these 10-3 skids. I even have one that has these nubs taken off of it, but we use these, and then once they're close to done or almost done, I'll cut these out because the skid is basically locked in place by 2 frame rails, usually, a couple sliders going in and out and everything. Like, it's not going to move. Plus, we use these aluminum skids, so anytime you want to line it up, it'll pull it back into position if it does move any. But I think something maybe to make that a little easier would help. So what I would probably say would be this third hole out, and even probably the top one, you could drop those holes, move the edge of these out a little bit, and then put a 3/16 through hole on both sides. That way you could just slide tubes through there and build sliders out of that.
Yeah.
And I think Jordan and I both have the luxury of, we're building enough tubers that if I bought 10 sets of those, I can build 10 tubers out of them, or I could build 3, and then I'll need something for something else. And that doesn't mean I wouldn't buy a different style or whatever. Like, I've got a shitload of skid mounts just to have I don't like waiting on things. I like to have shit on hand. So I'll have multiple types of, I think I've got 5, 6 types of skid mounts, and kind of go through, okay, this doesn't really work for what I'm trying to do. This one will work. This one will work. Which one's going to work better for me? Etc. Because we've got, what's up? One guy that made us those ones, and the holes are all too small.
I don't have any that have the holes too small.
I got some from somebody. And then the other one I have, the holes are too oblong. They're all like that. Whoever made those.
Yeah, so we also have these, and I can send you pictures, Luis, but they have, the holes are elongated on every hole.
Not really useful. I don't know what that was.
So,
They're hard to drill, so you can't drill them out to use them. And they don't stay where you put them whenever.
which I drilled,
Straight through that. I don't think that's a hole, is it?
that's not a hole. Yeah, it is. Is
Well,
it?
you made it a hole. That was what I'm saying.
Yeah, correct. Oh, that's because those rockers are solid. That's why I don't see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to drill all separate holes for this one. And they're unnecessarily long.
Yeah. But they're not terrible. Like, if you brought them back, knocked these holes out, as far as I'm concerned, you can take them all. That whole line of holes. Because I do understand what links do as far as, geometry and length of the uppers compared to the lowers and all that stuff. Like, I know you need to move some things around, and I've done some moving around to kind of check some stuff, but I think in all honesty, I could do with most trail buggies. I would use less holes and have more room for that slider mount. If you want, we can do whatever. I can draw you something out, kind of like what we're thinking. If this isn't conveyed, I'm sure Jordan and I are both. We could do like a Facebook meeting kind of, or messenger thing, whatever.
But I think the multiple holes are nice, especially for the ones that we're selling.
Yeah.
Just so other people, whether or not we
Yeah.
are adjusting them, other people using different links or whatever the case may be, can use those.
And as much as I don't think I will or like won't have room or whatever, I think I could actually use more in the front to where the bar could go up, because I'm always having to extend this out somehow to like connect the A pillar or something. Like I'm always needing. Like, I don't think I'm going to, but then I always end up needing more length on that, or like I have to Y it out to support the slider. You know,
yeah.
something along those lines.
Ryan said he's hoping to get the green panels or the throttle therapy panels.
Are the throttle therapy the ones that are like pink and turquoise and shit?
I think so. I just don't like that you don't get to pick your.
That I don't understand that. I don't get why that was an option.
I think that falls back into their whole like the mystery and like because that stirs up. You get to post online about it. And
I guess. Or all it stirs up is a bunch of people that say, hey, I got these stupid ass panels I didn't want.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't want the super panels and you get the orange Fast and Furious super panels, you're going to post and be like, I got these dumbass looking panels that I think are stupid and I didn't want them. I really wanted the blah. Like, if you're not going to offer them by themselves,
Well, I think they're going to.
maybe. I don't know. I'm not a business owner. I don't run that business. I just see it from my point of view of forcing people to take something that they may or may not want. Ooh,
Well. Yeah, I agree.
seems like a choice that I don't understand, I guess. I won't say it's dumb. Obviously, they're making money. Fucking whatever. But
Eric said he's the ice cream man. He got all the flavors, Jordan. I don't know what you were talking about.
who knows? Oh, for skid mounts, maybe?
Maybe.
Sorry, Eric. We kind of took off on a tangent and aren't real sure what you're.
Doug said the TRX4M would be the only option, but I seriously do not want to go down that rabbit hole.
I drove one when I was in Vegas. They're okay, but I think they're like anything else. You're gonna have to spend money on electronics because they're real jerky. They were almost toy grade where there wasn't a whole lot of throttle control. It was off, half on.
Oh, he was talking about when I said don't scratch my wheels. Eric said I just got to man up and do some tuber builds, so I stop thinking of the mini stuff and have something to do during winter. Especially if you have a climate controlled area
Yeah.
during winter, because I know Matt's struggling with that. Well, probably not this week. It's been warm. But
Oh, it's been super nice. I've been out in the garage almost every day. But once it gets cold, I am probably going to have to lean on Jordan a little bit of like, hey, can I come over and, just hang out in the basement so that way I'm not freezing my freaking balls off.
yeah.
And even if you're not able to be down here, just, but that's whatever you want to do, but.
Nope. I got to keep an eye on all the merchandise.
Okay. Because what I need is more shit stolen from one of my best friends. Exactly. But I
Got to watch the bearded ones.
hey, I got rid of all my friends that I thought would steal something from me. So
I passed. Good.
you did. I had a motor disappear one time, and then that friend randomly had a motor. So it was kind of interesting. Because a lot of times, you know me, I'll buy a motor and an ESC and pair them together, and all of a sudden I had an influx of Mamba X's with no motors on them. Missing a few motors, and then all of a sudden, old boy was like, look at this I got off my Facebook. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Those are the exact KV motors and the exact motors that I am missing. Odd.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Caller Crawl said, at Eric, I just sold off my complete 24 scale stuff. I did a take on Vanquish's idea and threw a bunch of 124 scale stuff in 5 mystery boxes valued at $300 each. Sold them at $150 each.
It's an interesting take on selling stuff.
Yeah, that's.
I like it. I like it.
Eric said, just got to get a propane heater in there.
Me?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say it.
Or maybe he was talking about you.
My
Or
garage.
propane fire pit in the garage.
It won't help. My problem is I continually want to move, and it just keeps not really working out. So every spring I say, "Oh, I really need to insulate this garage," and then I'm like, "Okay, but I'd really like to move this summer." In summer, it's literally 15 to 20 degrees hotter than it is outside in the garage. And I say, "Oh man, I need to insulate this garage during the winter." And then like the winter comes, I'm like, "Oh, it's freaking cold in here. I need to insulate the garage." And then spring comes around, I'm like, "I got to do this." Ah, well, let's just move. And it's just literally just. And now I have so much shit in there that I could not imagine trying to insulate the roof. Because my garage and my house, when I moved in, both had hail damage and have brand new roofs on them. They didn't re-insulate the garage, so it's literally just rafters, plywood, shingles. So when the sun starts hitting those shingles that are basically dark gray and black, like it heats up real fast in there.
No. Tis a bit toasty.
It is. So if it's 95, it is every bit of 110-ish in the garage without the doors open and the fan and stuff. But
Which my shop is about 60, 65 degrees or so.
sometimes it's like 75, 85.
Well, sometimes the boilers.
It's freaking hot. I'm wearing shorts right now and a t-shirt, and I bet if we were back there, we would be misty.
Yeah, I'm shorts and t-shirt back there.
Yeah, 100%.
Every time.
I made the mistake the other day. Hadn't been over here in long enough. Wore pants, and whew,
Yep.
had to air out when I got in the spring a little bit. I mean, that cold seat felt good. So anyway, so I'm looking forward to stuff. 2025, gonna be doing cool things.
I was told you're not supposed to be like, it's my year.
I'm not doing that.
Don't do that. Just quietly, just walk in and
I'm going
don't
to
touch anything.
do
That's
things
what I-
different. Some things are gonna change, and hopefully they'll be good.
Sounds like I'm getting fired.
You're not getting fired. I'm putting more work on you, if anything.
Fuck.
I'm gonna put you to work.
Getting a raise.
Gotta have things done.
Ah, you're scratching my rings now.
Talent. Your China rings? I'm so sorry.
How do you know those are China rings?
I'm pretty sure they are.
Well, that's rude.
These were already scratched, so I don't feel bad about that. Not the faces, but the rings.
One of the faces has a pretty good scratch in it.
That sucks.
Fine, they're gonna go on a truck to be ran.
No, but I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One of the nice things about big ass rings is you can kind of, protect the face. That's like those clear machetes I got off of that blue step side thing that I bought, TF2.
Yeah.
I would have assumed with those big ass monster rings that they would have been protected, but I think those were put on at a later date because they've got some. So, you ready to call this Mammer Jammer? I'm guessing.
Yep.
Cool.
It's bedtime.
He's not really going to bed.
Bet.
All right.
Tell you exactly how this is going to go. You're going to leave. I'm going to go upstairs and give my dogs their medicine. Haley's going to be like, cool, now I can go downstairs and shower. She's going to go shower. And I'm going to go and get in bed. And the dogs will be all snuggled up. I might even have my CPAP on by the time Haley...
Your dog got in trouble from what I understand.
My dog?
Mm-hmm.
When?
When I went upstairs to get water.
What'd she do?
She went outside and came back in a little dirty. Got it on the couch.
That sounds like Keely.
Supposedly it was Kona.
Bullshit. I don't believe it.
That's what I heard.
Take it easy, John.
Later, man. Just telling you what I heard.
Sounds like some fake news to me.
Well, I don't know. We only got, 22 days until we get all fake news again. COVID 2025 is coming.
So, sign me up.
No. I saw people wearing masks today. I just don't quite understand it.
I mean, I guess it kind of depends on what you're doing. Like, so,
Wandering around Goodwill.
I mean, you don't know what kind of disease are on those.
That's a good point. That's fair.
But like our server at dinner on Saturday night at the casino, she was wearing a mask.
Why? Like, I wonder, did it become a safety blanket for people? For
Yes.
one, it became a, please don't talk to me. I think for some people it became a virtuous, look at me, I'm a good person.
Wait, if I wear a mask, people won't talk to me?
I don't know.
Maybe. I was gonna say, I almost start
I
wearing a
wouldn't.
mask.
I wouldn't talk to you. But anyway, so
Next time we're having Monday. I'm sitting here wearing a mask.
I think it became a look at me, I'm a good person. It became a safety blanket of you can't see half my face, and that makes me feel better somehow. I think some of those people. I think some of them are just stupid. The people that I still see to this day, 5 years later, wearing a mask in your car by yourself, there's no justification for that. None.
Maybe their car stinks.
They're dumb. Then they need to vacuum it out. I don't care. I was already anti all that jazz, but like I let it go because I understand some people had different thoughts. But by yourself in a car with a mask on, you're literally breathing your own air twice. Like you're breathing it out, and then you're also breathing like whatever.
You don't want to get yourself sick.
Right. I'd hate to blow germs all over myself, and
What are you doing with my tool over there?
that's my tool.
That's mine.
Oh shit, never mind. I'm gonna put the skid back in. Actually, dick. Thank you. Anyway, I'm gonna put the skid back in where I found it.
Night, Doug.
Hi, Doug. Okay, well, it's been fun.
It's been real.
See you next year. Will. Maybe.
It's true.
We don't know. Are you gonna do this again Monday? Next Monday?
I don't know.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, open-ended. We'll see.
I know, but like we're this close to the
No, I
new
get
year,
it, I
so
get it.
like,
Oh, see you next
see you
year,
next
buddy.
year.
I get it. I get it.
Bitch, I'll see you tomorrow.
Sorry. Okay. See you guys later.
Great show, fellas. Love you. Bye.
Love you, buddy.
Happy New Year, guys.
What if you had bad breath? Well, then you're just smelling your own breath. That's what. All right. Bye, guys.